Yo, check it. Yeah. It's the daily ritual. Got that caffeine craving, feeling spiritual. Open up the bag, the aroma starts to flow. Yeah, it's time for fantastic, let the magic grow. First sip in the morning, yeah, it wakes me up. Got my mind right, ready to conquer the cup. Energy boost like a rocket to the moon. Fantastic coffee, ain't no time to spoon. Got the dark roast, bold and full of spice. Each cup a masterpiece, a delicious vice. Forget the instant crap, the weak watery brew. This ain't no Starbucks, this is the real deal, true. Fantastic, fantastic, it's the best in the game. Coffee feeling fantastic, ain't nobody the same. From the beans to the brew, it's a perfect blend. Got me energized, ready to ascend the ladder of success. Yeah, I'm on my way. Things are fantastic, it brightens up my day. Yeah, yo. Got that midday slump, feeling kinda low, but one sip of fantastic, watch the energy grow. It's like a shot of adrenaline, yeah, it's the real deal. Keeps me focused, helps me seal the deals. Yeah, I'm on top of my game. Fantastic coffee, putting fire in my name. Got that late night session, the deadline's near, but fantastic keeps me going, no need for fear. Fantastic, fantastic, it's the best in the game. Got feel fantastic. Got me energized, ready to ascend the ladder of success. Yeah, I'm on my way. Things are fantastic, it brightens up my day. More than just a coffee, it's a lifestyle. A perfect blend of flavor, smooth and worthwhile. From the mountains to your cup, it's a journey to savor. Fantastic coffee, the taste you'll forever favor. Fantastic, fantastic, it's the best in the game. Got to feel fantastic, ain't nobody the same. From the beans to the brew, it's a perfect blend. Got me energized, ready to ascend the ladder of success. Yeah, I'm on my way. Things are fantastic, it brightens up my day. Fantastic, fantastic, the coffee that's true. Yeah, it's fantastic, and it's all for you. So grab a cup, take a sip, and let the magic flow. Fantastic coffee, the best thing you'll ever know.
1 second, guys. Just something I need to do. Except I can't find it. There it is. Jamie, fastest planking ever. No, I haven't got any music on. Why do you dry off? Hang on. Yes, I am awake. Just. No, my mouse won't work. Oh, it's there. Right, okay. Can't hear that. Oh, no, that's fine. Tell me if that music's too loud. Right. Say hello to peeps. Oh, why's my mouse not working? I've been cursed. Oh, let me scroll up. Hang on. There we go. Right. Planking for Jamie. Bugs for Mike for the dark chocolate. Thank you, Mike. You are awesome. Caroline in the house. Hello. My voice is cracking tonight. Sorry. We even got pizza in the oven. In the oven. Make it hot pizza. That's how it works. Wish I had pizza in the... Actually, I don't. I don't know what I fancy. It's probably a good thing. Hey, Pam. I have coffee. I've just freshly made coffee. Oh, I should have. Say freshly made. Not quite warm enough. And no. Clear the chat already. Hey John, how are we doing this wonderful night? 2:15 a.m. in the UK. My voice is cracking. I see Ghost Cats. Hey, hey. Jonathan, good to see you. And Ned. I could go for a slushie. Got no hope at this time of night. Hello, beautiful Sarah. Hello, Sandra Peachy. I've actually slept quite a bit tonight. I was exhausted. 5 hours. Crow's live stream was this morning. Good live stream though. Massive fun. I'm hoping I'm not missing anybody. I think I'm catching everybody. Wisdom spamming the chat with emojis. Hello. Lurking from work, but Ned sends his love. Oh, we love Ned. We love Ned. Cat lurky turkeying. No problem, sweetness. Hope you're okay. Hope you're good. Hammock up. Sandra Peachy. Banana hammock. Sorry, I'll say that properly. Sandra Banana hammock pizza. I don't even like cold pizza. See, that's how far you'll go to troll me. Honestly, friends like that. I needed that. I pushed you away. Sorry, I pushed you away, Jamie. Oh, don't apologise to Jamie. He's sure he deserves whatever it was. Sandra's already all hammocked up and ready to go. Hope work's going well, Sandra. Back to work. Spaghetti sounds good. Ooh. Anyway. Maybe not at 2:20 in the morning. Sandra's got crunchy nut cornflakes and coffee. Good to go. Oh, I could have some cereal after this. Oh, by the time I finished here, I'm probably going to want a bacon sandwich. That's what you get for staying up all night. You didn't stay up all night. It didn't start till 8 o'clock in the morning for us. Staying up all night tonight. I've had sleepy poo though. Hang on. Legs aren't healing. Oh, legs are healing. Oh, I read that as well. I thought, oh no, legs are healing, but getting confused. Like, so I don't chat off. No problem, Cat. I'm just pleased that getting a little bit better. Day off today. Woohoo! Thank you, John. You tell him, or whoever it was. No white chocolate zone here at Sarah's. Not allowed. Oh, Caroline's got snow. You can have that. We're not too warm. We're not too hot at the minute, so it's bearable. Don't want snow though. No to snow. Sarah does not like snow at all. My nephew insisted I try cold pizza. Let's just say he never asked again, and it will never be in that way again. Quite right, too. You tell him. Jamie wants snow by the look of it. Just had brekkies. Chili cheese hot dog. Ooh. And a bit of sour cream. Now, there's somebody after my own heart who loves sour cream with chili. Have to have sour cream with chili. But yeah, it sounds delicious. Yeah, I think that's a winner. There's the winner. That's what I want. Chili cheese hot dog. And actually, it would be the first hot dog I've had this year. I have not had a hot dog So it's the taste test. Mayo on a hot dog does not work. It's yucky. Still haven't recovered. Not at mine outskirts of the city. Keep that snow away. Hot down here in Cajun country. I bet it is. I bet it is. It's I piss and moan, but you know, you crack me up, Booty. Don't encourage him. Just don't encourage him. All them. Yeah, that can happen, Cat. That can happen, especially if they're new meds. You keep going with it though. Mayo and anything does. I love mayo. I do actually love mayonnaise. I have it on a lot of stuff. I have mayonnaise all the time, just not on blooming hot dogs. No, don't put it on your hot dogs. Onions and ketchup, or if you have to, mustard, or chili dog. The only way to eat them. Kielbasa. Ooh. Two-ply, don't envy. I'd rather be cold than hot. I think I would actually. Thing with the cold is you can wrap up against the cold. And yes, I will. From about September onwards, I will be moaning about the being cold. But you can wrap up against the cold. But the trouble is when it gets. I don't mind heat actually. It's the mugginess when it gets all humid. It's really difficult to escape it. And as I keep trying to explain to certain people, we do not have AC here in the UK. It ain't worth it. So unless you're rich, I mean, commercial properties do, but no, we don't have it in the home. The money goes on heating in this country because you need it in the winter. Kiwi, I saw your comment at the start. Don't think I didn't. Don't think I didn't. I don't really have a specific bracket time. It's 6:25 p.m. here in Vegas. Oh, I bet it's a bit warm down there. I don't eat breakfast most of the time. If I have cereal, it tends to be in the evening. Extra long cheese coney from Sonic. Is this a different language? That's what Jamie had for supper. In Indiana, and it's Hades here. Yes, I know it's Hades in Indiana. I've seen the weather in Indiana. It's not going to stop either, is it, for a bit? So humid, it's torture. Humidity sucks. I can cope with dry heat, but not. Summer's not been too bad so far for Carl. That's good to hear. That is good. Abs, well, hello. I just ended up here, Sarah. So pleased you did. Anyone got spare white chocolate for a poor Kiwi? Just throw all your white chocolate at Kiwi. Just don't throw it at me. Cry in the chat. We're grown ass adults. We eat when we want to. Exactly. Eat when you're hungry. Which for me is most of the time. This is not your tea time post. No. I've just finished my coffee as well. Crisis. Come to Florida. It's hot as Hades. Yeah. I keep wondering how I'm going to cope with the South for a month in a couple of years. End of August, beginning of September, unless we change, unless for some reason we can actually change when we go, but I just have to deal with it. We've had rain. We've had, a couple of days ago we had a massive downpour, so, and the weather's not been quite as nasty ever since. It's cooled down a bit. 115 degrees dry heat is way worse than 100 degrees with a lot of humidity. I haven't been to Vegas, so I can't actually speak on that, but I have spent August in San Antonio, and which heat factor at times was 120. I don't know. I think often the difference for me is because I've said this before, but I spent, when I was a lot younger, when I was 19, I spent the summer in DC. Could not cope with it. But in Texas, they just seem geared up for the heat. With aircon and all sorts of different things, so it wasn't a problem. It's hotter than the Devil's Taint in Georgia. Good to know. I can barely eat in my new flat, still not settled in really. Takes time though, doesn't it, when you're somewhere new? That's usually the first thing I'll sort out though, is the kitchen and make sure I've got food in. No, I must admit I'm the same, but I don't know. I would say I haven't been to Vegas, so I think it depends how the city deals with it. I mean, August I spent in Texas, San Antonio, and just north for some of it. I didn't have a problem, but I think I was comparing it to that summer in bloody DC where it was yuck. I love dry heat. I ran around like a kid everywhere. Everyone else was like, "We're going back to the hotel." Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've so far I've been fine with it, but loved Arizona and New Mexico. I haven't been to Arizona. It might be on our bucket list when we come over. But I have been to New Mexico. I would actually love to go back to New Mexico. I did a conference in Albuquerque. It was quite a few years ago now, and we actually spent a week in Albuquerque. We did an overnight stay in. We flew down to San Antonio. It was the first time I'd been. I love San Antonio. But I did love New Mexico, and I would actually like to see more of New Mexico. I can actually see why they call it the land of enchantment, because there's just something about it. At the time, I was still an academic, and I was toying with the idea of spending some time over in the States, and Albuquerque does have the University of New Mexico there, so, and it has a very good department for what I do for film and media, so I didn't do it in the end, obviously, but I did love New Mexico. I would like to explore a bit further. Might have to ask Jonathan if he recommends any places that sort of must see in there. It was 121 in Tucson a few years back. Wasn't terrible, really. I did see Arizona. We're gonna have to get the map out for the first 2 weeks when I've got Dawn with me, to just look at a route, because I haven't been to Arizona. No, I haven't. I'm still Team Britney. Me too. I watch every Saturday. Jamie's changed his time for Saturday. It's the middle of the night for me. Because I think it's 3:00 in the morning for me, early Saturday morning. So that would be, hang on, brain not working middle of the night. That'll be 10 p.m. Friday for US. Is that right? Jamie, have I got that right? Could you just confirm I've got the time right? So it's 10 p.m. Friday US and midday Saturday for Sydney. Constant heat dries out your skin, sinuses, etc. It's very detrimental to your health compared to having moisture in your. Oh yeah, I bet it is. And the other thing I found, I don't know if this is just a general. Actually, I don't remember having a problem with it in Texas. But when I was in New Mexico, so I'm a bit worried about when I go to Vegas for this as well. I don't know if it's something to do with the desert. When we were in Albuquerque, me touching anything metal, I was getting electric shocks all the time. And Dawn, my friend who came with me, was coming over with me in a couple of years. If it was like a metal door handle or something, she was literally having to open doors for me. I was having to go up and down escalators, not touching the sides. Constantly getting electric shocks. Humid takes your breath away. That is my issue with it. It's harder on peaks with breathing problems. Yeah, since being diagnosed with COPD, I really struggle to be. I can be outside, but walking, because I'm walking up to town at the minute with no car, and it's taken me forever if it's humid, especially when we've got pollen as well. Been to Cali and Vegas, much nicer, but I guess it depends on which one you've lived in the most. And you breathe in hot, dry air, and it feels like your skin is burning even out of the sun. Ugh. Stay tuned. YouTube, baby. Shoo-wee. I used to live in India, so I know the difference between humid and dry heat. I'll still take a hot, humid, Indy sunny day over the bullshit. Yeah, you see, I haven't been to Vegas, so I'm literally just doing the dry heat on. Well, when I was in New Mexico, it was February. If Dawn wasn't so restricted on when she can get the time off, we wouldn't be going at that time of year. Also, it's going to be expensive flying at that time of year, but yeah, it was February when I went to New Mexico, and the temperature was just right. New Mexico is unlike any other place. I know it was. Can't even explain it. It's a bit like I always say about Venice. You can't describe Venice because you've got to go. And New Mexico, I really did see why they called it Land of the Enchantment. There was just something about it. So I'd love to go. Love to go there. You working, Phil? It's a baby Phil. Wah, wah, wah. John's member for 8 months. Wow. Hang on, I can't do that properly. Let's give you a proper wow. There we go.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, wow.
At least you get thunder boomies in Indy. Yeah, you don't get it as much in dry heat, do you? When I was in DC for the summer, that was the only thing. Is I'm frightened of thunderstorms from being in DC for the summer. I used to love them as a kid. You get massive thunderstorms every 3 or 4 days. Clears the air for about 10 minutes, and then you're back to the humidity. I was 2 seconds from snapping at people in the humidity. Couldn't sleep. Not enough food. Kicked my out. Yeah. Oh, sleeping. I mean, I've got a fan, but all it does is circulate the hot air when it gets too hot. I've got to get one of those ones that you put. John Boyce sent me a link for one. He recommends that you can actually put cold packs in the bottom, so gives you cold air. That's my idea of air conditioning. If I moved, I would miss seasons. That's my only issue. As much as I complain about 2 seasons of the year, because I complain about the summer being too hot and I complain about the winter being too cold. Yeah, I'm not sure about living somewhere that doesn't have seasons. So in my experience, you're not going to feel as good in the heat as you did at 19. I didn't feel good at 19 in DC. Now, how old was I when I was in Texas? It's about 20 years ago, so late 30s. I am worried about the weather, the heat when we go over, because when we're going over, and obviously going to the south. But I've got to get this COPD sorted, because at the moment I can barely get up to the shops, let alone, massive travel plans. Yeah, I saw Mini play at a softball party, so hopefully I got the times right. Mike, oh, thank you so much. You are a treasure. I've lost Jamie. Why have I lost Jamie? There he is.
Ooh, oh my God.
Health problems, blah blah blah. I know. What am I right about? I'll take it. Best be 5 p.m. Saturday. I've got my clock. No, he's changed it. Doesn't care about your clock. Ooh, Mike, you have something Jamie needs. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Try static. Yeah, it didn't affect him. It didn't affect Dawn, but me. Oh, gee. I was getting to it. I mean, it didn't take long for me to work out what not to bloody touch, but it was just as well I had her with me, so she could, open doors and shit. Because otherwise, I'd have not got anywhere. When the humidity drops here, the static's out of control. Yeah, Jamie's changing times just for this week. Saturday at 9 p.m. Hang on. 9 p.m. Central. Which is... That's the normal time. I'm confused. That's when you usually go live. Jamie's confusing me. He's doing it on purpose. I swear he is. According to Ned, the sun's the devil and sunscreen is just snake oil for the pigment challenged. Oh, it's 3 a.m. Sunday. I thought it was 3 a.m. Saturday. I've got the days wrong. Sorry, Jamie. So, right. So, middle of Sunday night, Sunday morning for me. Right. So change that. So that's 10 p.m. Saturday, East Coast. 3 a.m. Sunday, UK. Midday Sunday for Sydney. So East Coast, that'll be 9 midday. I think you're 9 hours ahead. Breathing in hot moist air can definitely feel like you're drowning, but I think it's better for the lungs than dry air. It's like a free humidifier, but super hot. Yeah, breathing in hot air, humid air doesn't affect my lungs. It's just struggling to breathe. But you're right. I'd be coughing all the time in dry heat. Sky! Hey, hey. Sunshine, blue skies, birds singing, bar humbug. Oh no. How rude of to have blue skies and birds singing. What's the zombie got to do to get a coffee around here? I've got to put the kettle on, but it will just drown me out. Well, some might say that's okay. I know I've got to make mine myself at the minute. Don't let the animal picture fool you. I cannot go outside in the summer here. I have severe asthma, but love the seasons. Yeah, I really didn't think about the breathing issues being made worse by the heat, but especially when there's pollen or the hay fever. So happy, Sarah, live then Jamie, live on a Saturday. I know. He usually follows me on a Saturday. It'd be like, okay, guys, well, I don't know what to suggest. Just go and find somebody else. Somebody be live somewhere. I normally hand over on a Saturday. What time is it there now? What time is it here now? Oh, quarter to midday for Caroline. Is that right? We'll get storms occasionally. I love it. Yeah, it's nothing like a good storm. Give you some relief. You have problems with rain though, don't you, in Vegas sometimes? In that, you know, as in too much of it. When the weather breaks. Wind is so back here, nearly blew my hammock away. Oh no! No! Save the banana hammock. It's been pretty much gale force winds here, but that's normal in the summer, this time of year. That's what I miss about Oregon. It's 24 seasons. Mini Ply has a softball awards party, and I did not want to go live over at other people doing premieres, just common courtesy. Oh, I know you're such a polite young man. No. Joe's got personal equipment, so he's had to change his lifetime. I just got caught. I was thinking the wrong night, so it's just as well he was here to correct me. He likes doing that. I was young in the old days. Now I'm just old. I hear you. Oh, Sky, Jamie's found a stick. Need a coffee transplant. A stick? Hang on. Getting food. Sarah's always right, apart from like, no, I'm right about that as well. I need England time, Sarah. I watched Jamie keeps changing it. What time is it central, Jamie? If it's 9 p.m. on Saturday for you, that's 3 a.m. for UK, Sunday morning. Yeah, it is 12 p.m. Jamie sucks at time zones, Caroline. Watching this in the UK would be like watching Crow for us. Crow never goes at a consistent time. Sometimes he'll start at 4 o'clock in the morning for me. I don't think he started till about 8:30 this morning. Then every so often he'll do a booyah, I'm live, bitches, afternoon live UK time. It's like, what? Crow's away? Mariah, hello, how are we doing? Yes, I'm off. Was AFK. Phil was AFK. Does AFK want to linky poo? I'm just staring. I use time to figure out the time. Yeah, I'm getting better at it. Yeah, planking. I'm not putting up with white chocolate tonight. Ever. Crow in the chat. All banana hammocks are immortal. There you go. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just put a link in my chat. Link me if you want to. And if either of you want to join, you can. There we go. Jamie changing the channel. Jamie's just Jamie. You just have to put up with him. You need to be consistent, Jamie. Get Brittany to do a live on Saturday just so he's there and live. Yeah, Jamie. Hello.
Yeah.
Look how far behind I am already. Oh no, I'm alright, only 2 minutes. Woo!
That's a record.
No, there's a record. It's about an hour and a half yesterday.
Ooh. Hour and a half yesterday.
Well, was it yesterday? Whenever I was live last. I can't even remember when that was. It was yesterday. The afternoon live. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's middle of the night. I can't work days out. But I wasn't far off. I was just constantly behind. So by the time I was reading the chat, I really was crowing the chat, because by the time I was getting down to comments, I couldn't remember what I'd said. Oh, Sarah, how could you say that? What did I say? That was like 20 minutes ago. Not very efficient. How are you? How are you feeling?
Tired.
I bet. How much time you got off to recover?
Well, 2 days. Then the whole weekend of it again.
Oh no. Oh no. Hope it's a bit better this weekend.
It's supposed to be cooler. Like today was surprising because we had rain and it didn't get as hot as it said it was going to.
Did the rain break it a bit?
It looked like it broke it a lot.
Oh, good.
Because it was supposed to get up to like 92 degrees
Oof.
after it rained.
Oh no.
Oh, it never went up, so.
Because we had rain here on, I think it was Sunday or Monday, and it has been cooler since. It's been more livable. Hang on. Oh.
Yeah, because the heat index was supposed to be up to, 103, 104. Well, didn't get that high today, thank God.
That's good.
I heard my AC kick off in the middle of the day. I was like, oh, it's not that hot out.
I know. If I was super rich, I'd have AC just for the 5 days a year I need it. But
I told you to get you one of those.
yeah, I've got it. John Boy sent me a link for one. I just haven't done anything about it yet.
Yeah, because the cactus has an AC unit, a dehumidifier, so
yeah,
gotta make sure you get the ones that are you don't have to.
The one John Boy sent me the link for was you put a copper pack underneath, so it throws out cold air rather than. I mean, my fan's working at the minute. It's just enough because it's not particularly hot in here. But when it's really muggy, it just doesn't do anything.
Well, they have the ones that are you don't need those. It acts as an actual dehumidifier and AC unit. Some will actually have like an exhaust port where you have to just run it to the window.
Yeah, that's a bit more dramatic here.
Yeah. But some have that, and some don't. You want like the 4-in-1.
But what I'm going to do is I haven't clicked the link that John Boy sent me yet. I think it's one he uses. But I'm going to look, and then I'll look at other ones around it, and it recommends different ones. So I will shop around. Sandra's at one with her banana hammock. Awesome, Sandra. We're very happy for you. Crow never goes on American time. He's a UK channel. I always say I'm a US channel. We kind of meet in the middle.
Jamie's gonna sing it. You start walking your way, I'll start walking mine. Meet in the middle.
Do you know, in the first 40 minutes of this live, Raven's put a pizza in the oven, cooked it, and eaten it.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. We should ate it before it got cold, right?
Crows from Oz. Crow used to go live days that was fun. What? Fun live this morning. Long live this 5 hours he went this morning.
That's a record.
I literally woke up, heard the notification. I did actually catch it as soon as it started today, but woke up, heard the notification go, and 6 hours later, my day it started about 2:15 in the afternoon. Crows is consistent with time with me, and I suck. Yeah. Crows, yeah, I can't really complain about Crow's sleep schedule because it's probably the same as mine.
Just whenever.
Yeah. Power naps all day. Must be the pizza helping you with great moves. That's the secret of all your victories. Raven was awesome in the wrestling. Winning a match.
The sauce has lubrication.
And I think my favourite so far has been Crow on the throwing Kenny into an ambulance. I think climbing on top of the ambulance and celebrating. So if you haven't seen Spaghetti's wrestling, you don't watch anything else, watch Raven. Actually, Segi won. I'm in trouble with Beardo, I think, because I was openly supporting Segi and Seg in the chat. But yeah, just scroll to the end in that last match between Crow and Kenny. That was so funny. Crow breaks the mold. Breaks something. Need a regular spot.
Unless you're talking about cheese, that's mold.
Philly looked tired.
I look tired. My avatar always looks tired, doesn't it?
Asthma inhaler has steroids. Ruined my eyes and have to silicone lens implant. Oh no, don't tell me that.
What?
I don't do eyes. Just don't go anywhere near me eyes. That's why I won't wear contacts. Ugh.
I can't just imagine touching your eyeball.
That's yeah. That's. It's not just that with contacts. I just know too many people who've got contacts who will talk about the contact sliding behind the back of the eye.
Oh no!
And they have to take your eye out to do it. It's like no.
No, they don't take your eye out.
I've known a couple of people who've had to have it done, and they don't always have to. No.
Well, let's look behind here.
Yeah. What I had that was it. I'd been to the opticians, and you know the photograph the optician takes of the back of your eye.
Yeah.
They'd spotted something, and so they sent me to the hospital. They spotted a little dark spot on there. They sent me to the hospital to check up on it, and I was ready to fight them if they wanted to take my fucking eyeball out. I'd be like, no, you are knocking me out if you're going to do that. But no, they didn't have to. They've decided it's a freckle. They're just keeping an eye on it. I love watching my live and working on a Saturday.
Her live or your live? Or someone else's live?
I think they're talking about. I think Abs isn't happy that Jamie's changed the time for us live. Quite right too, you know. Consistency. Having just spoken about Crow. I'm going live now. Okay. Oh, he'll say he's going live and then he never does. That's the other one he does.
No,
So
yeah.
you thought you're going live. Oh, changed my mind. I was upset as one lens has moved my eyes, so my eyesight is what. Oh no. Raven lives the good life. It took longer than usual. I'm so tired of this pizza. Oh no, Raven's tired of pizza.
What? Because it took too long. You're tired.
Yeah, that would be annoying. I had pizza for dinner yesterday.
I haven't had pizza in like a week.
Oh my goodness. How are you coping?
Well, I'm alive, so I don't know.
Cat and Sky, you bitch away. You say whatever you want. Oh no, with diabetes, sending me to not optometrist. I mean, I'm supposed to be behaving myself, but that really is something you've got to behave yourself with. Oh, hope they get you sorted out properly, sweetie. I've had cataracts in both eyes. Oh, hey, I put a notification. I know you did. That's why. Hang on, just let me check this because I'm sure the notification I saw. Let me double check this. Because Jamie's just confusing everybody now with his changing his lifetime. Why can't I find it? Where did I see the notification? Was it Facebook? Hang on. Hang on. Jamie, I can't see a notification. I can't see a notification for it. Live. Oh, it's there. I can see a notification now. Right. So what's the day today? 26. Oh no, I'd got the day wrong. So right. So it's 3 o'clock in 3:10. Let's just say 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Sunday morning for the UK. 10 p.m. Saturday evening for the US. Just after midday for Sydney. Yeah, I got it wrong, Jamie. Yeah, oopsie. It is 3 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh,
Hang on, clear in the chat. Oh no, they've changed Raven's pizza, Phil.
what?
I hate it when they change recipes. Parts of the cheese get really hard when it's done. I have to pick it all off the pizza before I eat it. Oh no!
Ew.
You should just be able to just sort of, eat it and not worry about anything.
Someone who's fired.
Yeah. Come on, champ. Sort them out. Full wrestling setup. Go around and complain. Sorry, sir. No, that was my fault, Jamie. I don't know what days it is. I'd read it as Friday. It was all nice and melted before. Sad times.
Wrestling, let's go!
Let's go! I was so happy she won them the other day. Good match too. I was there to support her. I'm usually asleep when unless he does those lives. I'm usually team rewatch, but I had to be there for her.
I mean, kind of have to be there for your match, right?
Yeah. I'll cheer her on in the chat. She got a lot of support in the chat, though. A lot of support. It was lovely to see. Brittany beat Mariah. And Seg beat Beard. Well, no, Beardo just tapped out. Beardo gave up. White flag Beardo. And I was cheering Seg on in the chat, so I think it's be interesting to see how I'm responded to when I go into his next live. He did comment. And then that ambulance match. I think that's the best thing that I've seen on the wrestling so far. Raven kicked Butte. She did kick Butte. Maybe we need a giant slice of cold pizza created for you to wrestle Raven.
Ooh.
Get the clam slam ready. I made pizza chicken yesterday. It's grilled chicken fillet loaded up with tomato paste, cheese, ham, peppers, and pineapple. Oh my goodness. Sounds good. I had ham and pineapple yesterday. Pizza. Crow, the ambulance was fun. The ambulance was funny.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it.
I'll see if you watch nothing else. Just watch the end of that match. It was literally throwing Kenny into an ambulance.
Yeah, I think I seen on Crow's Live where.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Oh, look at me doing this. Look at me, I'm awesome. Time to put hubby to sleep. What? With a rolling pin. Good to see you, Kiwi. You take care, sweetie. Yeah. Although that Crow match, he's standing there beating the crap out of Kenny, and Crow's sitting there going, I need more tassels.
There's not enough things dangling.
I still want to alter my work with Alessi at some point and change my outfit a bit. I've seen all these women kicking ass. Are you one of them, Raven? She was. I ain't afraid no death. Good for you, Taco Sam. Oh, could use a taco right now.
Ooh, tacos.
Ooh. Raven and Sarah won. Yeah, we're women's tag team champions right now. And Raven was defending somebody was fighting Raven. Was it Florio was fighting Raven for a chance at another shot because they lost. But she can't do it now because Raven won. We won it 3 times now. I don't know how we're doing it. I think it's Raven's skills.
Or just a bunch of badasses.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, badasses. Don't mess with us. Finally had surgery at 54. Should have had surgery 2 years earlier. 50s. It is young for cataracts, actually. Even in the intro, Raven looks cool with her torch. She does. Sarah keeps saving me from being pinned. Well, yeah, that's what I'm there for. Help manager, you help your partner. I keep saying this though, but with Alessi, if you're over in his channel, check out his videos as well because he is a good debunker. I love the slap fight. Who was the slap fight? Was that Mariah and? I think that was Mariah and Brittany just stood there for the first few minutes of the match, just slapping each other. Raven's sitting in his knack. I come in and save her. So I'm now such a hero. It was better when they hugged, but I'm an old hippie, really. They hug. That's hopefully decent of them. That's me off for the night. Like, don't fuck with my friend Raven. Yeah. Good night, Abs. Take care. There's a spaghetti nom nom. That's Spaghetti's channel.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Oh, we have spaghetti right now.
Spaghetti alla paranormale.
Oh, show off. I always have to say that slowly. That's what I keep saying, Kulaks. So it's easier.
Alla paranormale.
Been practicing.
No.
Pastor Pervert. I like that one. Pastor Pervert, everybody calls it.
Pastor Pervert.
I think that was Gingy that started that one.
Too bad you can't have like a spaghetti match. Have the pasta pervert versus the carb crusher, Kenny.
Should do actually. Oh, I'm not going on. I have a friend called Raven. Sorry, sweetie. Everybody said, "Oh, bye, Abs, go on." I thought Ginger. No, she didn't fight. I think she fought last week, Raven. I bought a Freak Brothers t-shirt when I was 16. Ooh. Oh, sorry, Abs, and welcome back. Oh, my memories. I can't even remember. What did I have for dinner today? I can't remember. Oh, roast chicken.
It counts with the age. It's all right.
I did a roast chicken. I did a roast dinner for Mum, but I thought it's. I just don't want to roast dinner today. It was too hot. So I just had salad with it. I have an original Degeneration. Ooh, with DX. Love DX
t-shirt somewhere. Old one.
I don't know if I've had the chance to use it yet, but my finishing move is Sweet Chin music because I love Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. We got 2 words for you.
That was a good storyline actually. The DX.
Yeah.
It was one of the strongest ones, I think, at that time. Pizza Sarah. I was going, but then I can get my kids with this.
Yeah, I'm starting to forget wrestlers' names from way back when. I'm like, dang. Looking back.
I can remember some because I kind of watched it in the 90s, and I saw some live shows here as well because they regularly, probably still do, but they regularly came over here and toured. But I was kind of not watched it for a while. Jeff Hardy. I'm going to call my finisher the Puta Tuta. I don't even want to know what that finisher is going to look like, Jamie. I dread to think. Hulk mode. Raven is like the Chuck Norris of Sweden. I wish, says Raven. Have you forgiven everybody for not knowing where Sweden was this morning? Even I didn't know. I just know Norway in Scandinavia because I know it's on the edge. It's the Goldberg jackhammer. But you want it renaming, is that what you're saying? The Hootie Tootie Boy from Company P. Sorry, just having a drink.
Yeah, I was thinking about DX and Billy Gunn. I remember the name Billy Gunn. His intro music because he was the ass man. I'm an ass man. I like to kick him.
One of my favourite bits actually was when Shawn Michaels came out dressed as the Undertaker and nobody knew it was him. They had the intro music and everything. Sitting here with pain in my legs and arms and don't even know why they hurt. Oh no. Yeah, maybe need Phil's help. He does charge. Have to pay him pizza.
Need help with what?
I think it's his finishing move name.
For 2-ply?
Yeah.
The final flush.
There you go. Instant. Go with that one, Jamie. I like that. No Chuck Norris. Crow was scaring me with his quiz skills. None.
None of it. You need to change his music to the final countdown. It's the final flush down.
Oh, Crow was scaring me with his quiz skills. None. I wasn't doing very well either. The only one that was doing all right sometimes was Seg. And he was getting countries wrong that he'd been to. He's well travelled. There you go. Love it. Jamie's into it being called the final flush. Have a word with Kulux. There you go. The marketing department comes through again.
That'll be $29.99. I was kidding.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. My auntie used to watch the British Bulldog at Middlesbrough Down Hall when he was about 17. Yeah, he would have started in the UK, wouldn't he? He's Manchester originally, wasn't he? Middlesbrough Town Hall. I bet that was a salubrious venue. I haven't been to Middlesbrough in years, but it used to be very let's call it industrial. It's in my region. Hang on, Crow the Pants. Crow the Pants. I've just read James's comment.
How do you crow the pants?
Oh, my pants, he said, so I said Crow the Pants. I don't want to know. Don't ask him. He'll have an answer.
He's probably just walking around in like basketball shorts.
That's he could have asked Crow how many times he had this morning. He wouldn't have known. Bless him, he had been going by about 4 hours at that point. I'm surprised he wasn't falling asleep. Worst drug levels in England. Yes. Yeah, R.I.P. Davy Boy. Grow the pants. That's gonna end up being. That's gonna end up being a thing. I hope he's not listening because then he won't know where it's come from if people start saying it to him.
Like, what the hell is this shit?
Oh, James has armoured pants. Good to know. What happens in chat? Oh, it doesn't stay in chat. Not in this. Not in this channel. It goes all over the community. I was waiting for Greg to say Pizza Hut's the capital of Italy. We had to learn the capital cities when I was at school, and I couldn't remember half of them. So,
I mean, some geography is kind of nice to be taught, but certain things, like, do you really need to know that?
capital cities. I mean, what use is that?
I mean, nowadays, you got the information at your fingertips. Like, oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it was in what we call junior school, which would be, what do you call it? Like 7 to 9 years old. So what's that, elementary for you? What's that, elementary for us? Anyway,
I think so. Yeah.
So you know, I'm not talking about teenage high school or anything. I'm talking about when you're a lot younger. They have this thing about teaching you. But then, back then, there's no internet or anything, so you just Google it now, don't you?
I mean, it's good to learn about your country and stuff like that, and having to know every little thing everywhere else. It's like, well, is it really that relevant? Because most kids are not gonna obtain that information anyways.
No, that's for a lot of stuff you learn at school. Though it's like maths. I mean, I was pretty good at maths, but it's like I can't remember ever having to bloody measure the volume of a bloody whatever since I was at school.
What's the volume of this balloon when it has air in it? Oh, I don't fucking know.
Well, why is that information important? Come on.
What's the part about dissecting a frog?
I never had to do that. I dodged that bullet because I dropped biology as soon as I could. Unsurprisingly, I don't have the memory for all the crap you've got to learn for biology.
Or dissecting a worm. I do that. It's like, really? What's the purpose?
I mean, it's a bit of a weird skill to teach kids, really, isn't it? Dissect an animal.
They'll let you dissect an animal, but they don't have like home ec class anymore where they teach you how to sew and how to cook and all that stuff.
See, I don't approve of that. I've got a thing about that, especially the cooking.
Well, at least basic,
Yeah, I think basic
skills.
Cooking skills should be taught to everybody. Because the other thing I with that is people will complain they haven't got enough money to eat, and what they usually mean is they haven't got enough money to buy all the frozen stuff. Whereas if you know how to cook basics, you can actually budget a lot easier if you're making it yourself.
Yeah, the U.S. doesn't do that as much as they used to.
I don't think they do here, as far as I know.
I mean, they wonder why kids can't do basic stuff.
Yeah, and then they either move out because to get the job, or they go to university and they don't know what they're doing because they don't know how to cook.
They don't even teach kids how to balance a checkbook or do taxes. The basic stuff you need to know in life, not
just life skills. Let them leave school with life skills.
Yeah.
Not what's the capital of Turkey? What's the capital of Italy? I'm thinking Venice. It's Rome. Caroline's right. I love Venice though. I've got a thing about Venice. What most Americans don't realise is pants mean underpants in the UK. Yeah, they do. We don't say pants. We say trousers.
Trousers?
It wasn't long ago I found out USA states got their own flags. It wasn't long ago that Wiz found out that what his bloody state flag looked like. The state he lives in. I don't know if it's all UK counties, but I know our county has its own flag. It's bloody horrible.
Yeah, some counties will have their own flags here, but that's just yeah.
Bloody yellow and red. Who does yellow and red stripes? Honestly, it's elementary or grade school. There you go.
This guy just realized I've been up here. Probably for about 26 minutes, maybe a little longer, half hour.
Hang on. Yeah. I loved biology. I hated it. I don't have the sort of brain that can memorize all the stuff you've got to learn for biology. You don't have cooking. I don't know if we do anymore. I don't think so. We did. Mind you, my grandparents lived with us, and my grandmother was an amazing cook, so I actually learnt most of my cooking skills off her. Still have my cookbook from 5th grade, some good stuff in there. The kids need 4 years of basic shit, yeah, they do.
I mean, just teach them the normal life skills, like, just like, making pillows and stuff. Like, I had to make my own pillow. I had that thing for years. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Learn how to use a sewing machine, how to normally sew, or just basic using utensils for cooking.
Yeah, because if you've got all the basics, you can learn the rest yourself. But
yeah,
it's like, I mentioned it this morning in the live. Maybe it was after, I can't remember. But last year, I can't even remember why I did it, but I did a video where at the beginning of it, I looked at views on like really stupid topics, and nothing to do with the paranormal. But I found a video on YouTube that was called "How to Boil an Egg," and it had 1 million views. Why do 1 million people need to know how to boil an egg? You can guarantee a big chunk of those need to know. Come on.
Raven says no sewing closet. Well, no. Well, home ec is supposed to tie all that together.
Yeah, that's what our home economics was. It was both cooking and sewing. But that was years ago, obviously. If you go into medical school, better know biology, but frogs are not human anatomy. I worked for a vet at one point when I was living down in London. She was nuts. But anyway, that's not the point. But she was saying that a vet can, in an emergency, operate on a human, but a doctor can't operate on an animal. And I don't know if this is right, by the way, somebody can correct me in chat, but she said it was because vets are used to operating on so many different types of living things. No, see, the frogs are useful. You never know.
Hey, Laura. Laura in the house.
Laura here, is she? I'm a bit behind. Hey, Laura. Yeah, that's what I mean. If buying the frozen food is a lot more expensive than, I learned very early on what to. There's still things I always have in the pantry. If I know I'm going to be low on money, say at the end of the month or whatever, staple stuff that I can create from nothing.
Even basic, teach kids how to read instructions if they need to cook something,
Yeah. And let's face it, with the internet now, I don't even bother buying cookbooks anymore. You just Google bloody recipes.
Or just scroll Facebook, you can see all the recipes right there.
Yeah. I was Wayne in the house. I'm sorry, Wayne, I've missed you coming in, darling. Wayne Beardo mentioned in his live you should do your own channel. I think it's a great idea. You're bloody funny. Yep. I have a friend whose nickname was Pants.
Pants.
No sewing classes in the USA either.
So pants for pants in France.
Hey, hi Wayne, get a channel so I can follow you. Do you know, bloody Wayne will end up going viral. You'd be like, oh, I remember Sarah and Phil back in the day before I was a huge YouTuber. So yeah, I've said it, but hey Laura. Hey. Oh, that helps. People saying hello to Laura and grow the chat a bit.
I say, yeah, nowadays schools, they just make you buy a iPad and you got kids do all their homework on an iPad and you have to have internet and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Teachers don't really, there's teachers that don't really teach anymore. It's like, oh, well, there's our preloaded stuff. Here's your curriculum for the day.
Yeah, especially, that's especially true in pre-high school. That happens here as well. I remember my goddaughter, you know, it's like, have you got homework to do? She'll like, yeah, and she has to go online and fill in the homework on the internet, you know.
Well, and the screens are actually bad on kids' eyes.
Yeah.
Like, really bad. Because I talked to somebody who said, yeah, it's like more kids now are wearing glasses and stuff because looking at screens too much.
That's a good point, actually.
It was like, so long-term effect, they're burning up kids' eyes for screens. What's up, Wayne?
A lot of students tried to get away with using ChatGPT too. Yeah, I know as a teacher, as a lecturer, I could spot. It's actually easy to check, to be honest. I can spot something that's come off the internet, and I can Google it. So, but yeah, I mean, even what? How long have I been home? 13 years ago. It's just too easy to cut and paste, or to there's sites where you can really give a topic and say, I need an essay on this. People pay for essays and dissertations. But honestly, a good teacher can tell. Wait, Wayne said hello to me. Excuse me.
I believe he did.
What did he? Hey, Wayne.
You're too busy talking about his channel.
Promoting the bugger. I've resent puppet pics to Crow via email. I hope his pussy don't peel them again. I've just read that out. Cat peed on his laptop.
Yeah, Wayne can have a segment called Crystal's Medium Hour or something.
Yeah. Crystal's balls.
Stare into my crystal balls. Not too long. Gotta pay extra for that.
Cree, hello, sweetie. How we doing? Crystal, yeah, exactly. Crystal needs a psychic channel. Wayne, no self-promoting. Thank you, Caroline. You put him in his place.
Yeah, you got people rolling in. Jeez. What'd you do, Sarah?
I don't know. Laura's finished, though, so it might be some coming from over from Laura. Balls of crystal. Tarot card readings by Crystal. I can teach you to read tarot cards, Wayne.
If you did like a video like once every 2 weeks, Just do crystal readings.
Yeah. I haven't
That
mentioned
won't go
Crystal.
viral.
You do well.
Bet.
Just depends if Wayne wants to commit to it, though. Everybody's pressuring him, including Beardo. Pinky in the chat.
Pinky in the chat.
Crystal's out
Pinky in
clothes
the
shopping. Ooh. Crystal has tarot cards. There you go. Greetings by crystal balls. I'm actually getting Mystic Madison.
There's a punchline. What was it? It's like you don't want to close the door on that deal.
I've said hello to Pinky. Just yeah. Laura's heading up towards the 500. I think she was on 470 last time I saw. So is Phil. We're trying to get Phil up there as well. I was supposed to be reading by crystal balls.
Damn, I only need 26 for 500. Phew,
How awesome, because Link went in the chat this morning. Just a quick hello Jethro, good to see you. Another YouTube baby. 9 months. Thank you, sweetie. That's Laura's Linky Poo. Can we have, I think everybody will be sub, but can we have Phil's Linky Poo in the chat as well, please? Like and subscribe to Sarah too, guys. Yeah. Everybody is subscribed to me. I actually did gain some this morning from Crow's stream, so. But he had loads in. He had nearly 80 in. He had 80 in at one point. I can't get to Phil's.
Say what?
You're welcome, sweetie. Let's get you to the 500. Because it should be a breeze for you to get monetized. I would have thought. No issues.
Oh, she needs. There we go.
Buy Sarah's merch. Sarah really wants to produce some new merch. I really have to step up my merch. Write something in chat, Phil.
Oh, Maiko's got it.
Oh, Maiko. Thank you, Maiko. Yeah, let's get both Phil and Laura up to 500.
I'm pretty sure most 99% of people are already subbed anyways. The music's your thing.
The music's your thing, but yeah, I think we both benefited a little bit from Crow's Live this morning. Everybody's getting fills. Okay, I better review the latest news. Crystal's already recorded her introduction for running channel. You heard it here first. Self-promoting! Time him out, I'm kidding.
10 seconds.
Actually, if there's a link to... Well, actually, I don't know if Wayne wants his link. Once it's up and running, Wayne will share your link out with you. Your shirt was loved by my dentist and tech. Oh, awesome. I just need new. I don't know how to link on the phone, Jamie. You will get there. I think it'll long. I've got a secret project happening for Sarah. It's in the works at the moment. Ooh.
Wow. Doesn't involve white chocolate or congealed cheese, does it?
No banana hammocks. I'll check my subscription. I've been unsubbed. Yeah, I think that's picked up again. YouTube doing the unsubbing thing. So,
I'd be well over 500 if YouTube didn't unsub people.
yeah.
Well over 500, easy.
Um,
That irritates my soul.
it's, oh, my eyes are fogging up. I'll DM you so when it's finished. Awesome. I'm still behind on my messenger DMs. I just don't get round to the messenger stuff at the minute. I'm waiting for the secret. Me too. I have secret projects. Can't remember what they are, but I do have secret projects.
That's why they're so secret.
Still subscribe to Philly Willy. There we go. You still got Sky's subscription.
All right.
Actually, I haven't watched the last one yet.
Now, on mine?
Yeah,
Oh, Shay.
I know. I'm sorry. I saw that
What?
it came
What you
after Funny Time.
So what we gonna do? Push it over 400 views for me?
Is that where that's where it's at? Nearly at 400.
YouTube hasn't caught up to it, but where is that? 379.
There you go. Actually, my debunking video is doing slightly better than I thought it would, because I put it out at a stupid time. It really done me head in. The fact that I'd put so much work into it, and it was 14 bloody minutes. So by the time I finished it, I thought, oh, I'll just release it. And it was like midnight on Monday. Jeff had just gone live. I thought, I've probably killed it. But it's done all right.
Oh, yeah. I watched that this morning. Well, my body was like, I don't want you to go to sleep yet, but you're ran over by a freight train.
I bet. So I'm going to be doing an in-depth look at Harry Houdini. Hang on. I shared a debunking video on Jake Hart's Discord. Oh, thank you, Raven. No, he had a Discord. Hardly everybody's got a Discord. I never look at my. I am so bad at looking at my Discord now. I must go in actually, because I check it more for messages than anything. I've got a feeling that I've got messages on there waiting for me. I'm great at keeping secrets. I'll tell everyone later. Yeah. Sky needs a sandwich. I need a sandwich.
I had a
Ooh.
chicken gyro earlier.
Oh.
And a gyro salad.
I'll tell you what got delivered today, because I gave up trying to find them in the shops. I've got my peanut butter Kit Kats. Ooh. It's nearly 4 a.m. here. It's nearly 4 a.m. Well, obviously the same place. 3:44 in the morning.
No,
Just starting to get light.
Sandra's leaving us.
Oh no!
You're not allowed.
No, you have to stay here. Raven will say you have to stay here forever.
One of us. One of us.
We need Sandra Banana Hammock Peachy in the chat. Okay, fair enough. We'll let you off this time. Hope it's okay, Sandra.
Putting her peaches in the hammock.
How do you keep me in suspense? I'll tell you later. Mm-hmm. Jamie, don't think, Jamie. Don't think, Wayne. It doesn't matter how big your channel gets, you'll still get planked. 12:45 p.m. here. The daytime is bitching hour. Oh, it's all time, isn't it?
Did you say the
2:40.
bitching hour?
That's what Sky said. The bitching hour. In the meantime, says Mike, let's hammock up. Moist is moist, Jamie. There you go.
Moist.
Moist. Just let me check.
James prefers damp.
Damp. That's more UK actually. Damp. So KK, the plank only gets shorter. Still works.
It doesn't matter how long or how short it is. It still gets the job done.
Yeah. The outcome's the same, Wayne. And then there's always a drop bar in reserve if you get to. Oh, you might look at Mike being posh. Precipitous.
Stay humid.
Stay humid. No, don't stay humid.
No.
No. Wetter than Otter's pocket.
Do otters have pockets?
I was gonna have a Kit Kat, but I don't know what I've done with them. Oh no, I've got them. Peanut butter Kit Kat. I swear these are getting smaller. Bloody Cadbury's or whoever make Kit Kats. Downsizing. Size doesn't matter. It does when you're eating a peanut butter Kit Kat.
Every time you eat one, you're downsizing.
Yeah. Oh look, just got smaller.
Now watch it disappear.
I can make this peanut butter Kit Kat disappear.
You want to see a magic trick?
My tummy portal.
Portals are real.
They are. Don't let the dream crusher tell you any different.
Or Joe. Portals aren't real. It's like, have you not seen the Little Caesars pizza portal? You go in there, says pizza portal.
Oh, does it literally say pizza portal?
Yes, it literally says the pizza portal.
There you go. Oh well, they're not going to lie, are they?
Nope.
No, it's real. Portals are real. There's Joe debunked. Lame.
So if you had a tapeworm and you ate your pizza, would that technically be a wormhole? These are questions that have to be answered.
I know they entered the portal of pizza. They are. Mark, sarcastic law student. Good morning to you. Jamie getting technical and stuff goes through it. Oh, did you do that? Oh no, it's because I put it in. Buckle up, guys.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
The boss is here.
The boss is. I was about to say that.
We're taking notes. No, I'm just want to say hi real quick.
Taking notes, like you're going to write anything down.
Daddy's home.
That's true. My pen has not been used very much lately.
Well, there's no point saying I'll remember it.
When's the last time you actually took a note?
I do have a daily calendar, actually.
When was the last time you actually used it? You're gonna look at it tomorrow and be like, oh, it's 2017.
I do keep up with my days. I have my bills on my days, and if I didn't use that, I would not remember anything. So
I'm impressed.
Wow.
yeah, I know. I actually I have my notepad on my phone that I keep a lot of stuff on too.
Actually, I do that. That's
Check it
her.
in 5 to 10 business days.
Is my mic messed up? Too
I
fly?
can hear it. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, it sounds fine to me. I think it just has like a little bit of hiss at the end.
Oh, okay. It's on my phone, so.
Oh, you're clear. It's fine. It's fine.
Very tolerable.
Wayne, darn it, Crow's here. I'm going to sleep. How rude. Do you know,
Wayne.
since he
Wow.
started making his channel, honestly, he's been in here, he's been self-promoting Crow.
Totally. Wow.
Yeah.
Go figure.
No.
It's all
No.
Chris's
Well,
fault.
he does have Dawson in his name.
No free passes.
Yeah. When he goes viral and he's a massive YouTube channel, I don't think he'll even remember any of us. My phone calendar reminds me of everything. Mine would if I remembered to use it. I don't mean it that way, twisting my words, Sarah. Yeah. Welcome to the chat, Wayne. Oh, sweet. Mark the sarcastic law student. I always behave badly. Let's see. There you go.
What's this
Giselle,
crow?
hello.
What's this crow in the pants thing all about?
I can't even remember how it started. To be honest, it just ended up being said in chat, and I think they may remember it, so be warned.
Crow in the pants. Would that just be making them moist for some?
Oh no! I see. This is about me shitting myself, right?
Either shitting yourself or making them moist. Some form. Be wet either way.
I thought you loved me, Sarah. Oh, you know, he's fishing for compliments now. I love you, Wayne. Please be nice about me if you do your channel.
He's just gaslighting you.
Yeah, I know he is. Hello there, Crow, says Pinky.
Hey, Pinky. I don't want to sit all creepy like that.
Okay, guys, I'm going. Bye, all, and lots of love. Oh, thank you for dropping. We're honoured. Wayne, we're honoured. Absolutely honoured.
Toodles, Wayne.
Hang out with your crystals out.
So I have Crystal on.
Crow wants Crystal on, Wayne, if you're still here.
He needs to do a tarot reading. Or
I seen him fucking drink some beer in that live stream. Crystal's in trouble.
Oh, he's still here. He's heard that. Crystal's in trouble. Yeah. One chaotic live stream. Crow and Crystal. Stranger danger.
Staring at the balls.
Stranger danger.
Crystal mess.
Thomas, Stranger Danger is 2-ply with that fucking wig, man. That was weird.
Yes.
He was getting into that a little too much.
He's just letting the freedom flow, man.
Yeah.
Gotta get in touch with the other part of you.
What?
Not in that way.
Caroline's back with coffee, crumpets, and Vegemite.
Tea and crumpets? Good crumpets?
Coffee and crumpets. Food. This is because we haven't touched food. So, I'm probably mentioning pizza a little bit.
Dude, I got. But by the way, I did grade my diet today, but I did get some mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Ooh.
Since it came up yesterday. That's my one naughty thing today.
No, yeah, but chocolate chip ice, mint chocolate chips, good naughty, isn't it?
Now was like a scoop or two, or are we talking like the tub?
No, it was a medium-sized bowl.
Mhm. Medium
So-
sounds very non-committal, Crow.
Did it say too much? Did it say too little? You know.
That
It was
could be
good.
anywhere. That could be anywhere between sort of a soup bowl and
Popcorn bowl.
a mixing bowl.
It was so good. I haven't had that in a while, so I like to get a little melty and kind of a little melty and then stir it up. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like an ice cream soup.
Yeah.
That's almost
And then
like
I'm
a
flicking on my
shake.
nipples.
Just a dabble do.
Ooh.
Spark those babies right up.
Yep.
It's ready to go.
It's like time to clock in, bitches.
Get paid by the job, not the time.
So usually, if I go into a club, I usually just flick them really hard and say, "Time to clock in, bitches."
Mark, Jamie in a wig is on his latest video. His latest debunking video. Jamie says, "Don't judge me." Phil came up with a name for. I don't know if you were lurking, but Phil came up with a name for Jamie's latest final wrestling move.
Mhm.
The final flush.
Oh, for Jamie,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
That's the jackhammer. So that's perfect.
The final flush. So Goodlocks needs to know what to call it.
The final flush down.
Where Crow
There's
goes
our-
to balls, yeah.
There's our community lawyer in the chat.
Yeah. Run, Mark, run.
Hit me up, man. All things defamation related, you know.
Got him on retainer.
Yeah. Can I say this?
Go on then.
Oh no, just saying if you know, like something comes up, I can question him and see if I'm able to, allowed to say something.
Well, it says law student. I don't think it says lawyer.
Well, I mean, that's about as close as you're gonna get,
He's done
He's
5
lawyer
years.
training.
He's only got a year to go. He's done 5 years already.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you've summoned Laura back. Hi, Crow.
Hey, Laura.
Summon Sheila in too.
Ooh.
Well, hey, Sheila.
You must have heard about the nipple talk.
You've been tasseling without me.
I lost count of the number of people that asked me if they can sue someone for slander for saying something on Facebook.
Are you serious? I knew it was. Wow, that's hilarious.
Isn't slander spoken though? I think slander's spoken, defamation's written down. That's what it is.
Defamation is if you say a fact about somebody that isn't true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it depends on what it affects to. Like if it's against a company and the company starts losing money because of a bad reputation from said words.
And that's why I always put if you a question. I don't like just saying this person's fake with no question mark.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. I mean, most likely it's been done so much. Most likely you're good, but I think that things have gotten more ramped up lately, and I don't know. It's just a way to cover your ass, or say, in my opinion. But I've also talked to people that have had experiences and said that, like, there's a guy I talked to. He has lots of experiences. He said that, in my opinion, really doesn't fucking matter. That in an actual court case, if the in your opinion thing does not save you from anything. So I hear so much different shit. I don't know what to believe anymore.
No, it's difficult, isn't it? I think the in your opinion just puts most people off moaning because you said in my opinion, but like you say, whether it would stand up in a court.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's generally slander is just false and malicious statements that damage a reputation.
See, Mark, I knew you were good.
There you go. Slander is spoken. Some still think YouTube videos qualify as slander because people are speaking, but it's actually libel, permanent form. Yeah, because it's recorded, isn't it?
Well, it also depends on, if they're doing a fair use of commenting or reviewing. But if that's opinionated, but if it's like, personally like attacking.
So slander is a type of defamation that involves making false and damaging statements about someone, but in spoken form rather than written. It's a civil wrong, and if proven, can lead to legal consequences. Okay, so that's slander. It's a type of defamation. Okay. What's libel then? What's libel? Libel is a written or published form of defamation, which involves making false and damaging statements about someone. So that's the written version. Okay.
But Mark says YouTube qualifies as libel because it's recorded.
But here's the thing. I've heard this because they say if you cause a channel to lose profit or lose viewers, they can sue you for that, right?
Yeah.
But I thought that was if you defamed them, right? Now I've also read that it doesn't even matter if you defamed them or not. If even it was your opinion and you didn't do any defamation statements, that they could still sue you. Like no matter what, if their business goes down because of you, they can sue you straight up, even if it's an opinion. And I don't know if that's true, but it looks like I'm reading that is true. That even if you make an opinion about somebody this is bullshit, I think this is fake, and it makes their channel go downhill, they can still sue you for that. I don't know if Mark will say that.
But Mark's just put in there, opinions can be statements or fact if they can be objectively assessed, even if they are framed as opinion. So in my opinion is not always guaranteed to guard against defamation.
You're good.
Kurt's impressed, Mark. Be afraid.
Bye, John.
Bye, John, sweetie.
Because when I was threatened to be sued the first time, it really freaked me out because I didn't know what I was doing, and also, that's what they were talking about basically that you're affecting my views, you're affecting my channel, and my brand is my brand. My name is my brand, and you're affecting my brand.
Well, they would also have to prove that it's just you doing it. What if their channel was just going to crap and they just try to pick somebody that they didn't like for saying something? They would have to prove that you caused it.
Yeah, the burden of proof would be on them, I would have thought. Hang on. It's to do with whether it's temporary slander or permanent libel. If someone can view it after the fact, such as writing or videos, it's libel.
That's confusing as shit. That's why I don't get that. I mean, it's not. You're saying it perfectly. I just don't get it. Yeah, it's very it's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot of like nuances to it and technicalities.
Well, I think what he's saying, probably to put it in better terms, is the slander is kind of like a temporary thing, just someone just spitting BS just because they're upset, and the permanent is like the libel that's up to stay around to do long term.
So slander is oral. Yeah. So what makes it difference between temporary and permanent? Because the video is going to be there forever.
No, but you can go back to watch a video. So if you slander somebody, it's usually talking one-on-one with somebody, and it's not recorded. So it's unless you can pull in witnesses, but you can't actually in a court say go back and watch what the slander.
Yeah. It'd be really messed up if you proved somebody was fake and you did a video on them and you really fucked their channel up, right? Because they were fake and it was and You didn't defame it. It's all your opinion. You know what I mean? This is all, and you prove it. Even if you're right, can they still come back and sue you for that? Because like, well, hell, if you're right and you didn't, and you used all the correct language, how in the hell can they still sue you? That means that anybody can just kind of get away with whatever they want to get away with. And that would be very unfortunate.
I mean, I don't know the law, but if you take somebody like Laney and Ben, who effectively did have to stop the channel because of being debunked, then he had to come out and apologise. I think it depends what people are actually saying, though. You know, when they're actually doing something wrong, I can't see you being sued because you're calling them out for it.
Like, can you be sued for saying somebody sucks in a video? Like, you know, fuck you, you suck.
No, I don't think so. I've just watched Seg's latest video. He's going to be you'd be sued left, right, and centre over the last one if you could. The Steve one I've just watched, but no, you can't. No, it's about. I don't think you can have anything as simple as that.
Oh, slander is spoken because usually it's just said in regular conversations, such as a chat in the street. So someone couldn't listen to what she said. Okay, I got you. So permanent would be a video or publication, and temporary would be like a one-time conversation. Okay. Yeah.
So if you were going to sue somebody for slander in court, you would have to have witnesses there because otherwise it's a he said, she said thing, isn't it? You can't actually watch the incident or read the incident.
And these usually don't get taken. These, you know, it's been rare that, you know, there's a lot of threats. Like Kenny Bill's been threatened for years. But he also has CFI behind him on that too. But
I can't remember which video it was. It might have been the Conjuring House actually. But I do remember there was something happened. I'm pretty sure it was the Conjuring House, where Mythos had looked into it. This is about, can someone in the UK sue someone in the US? It was actually the other way around. I think Mythos had worked out he was a lot safer than somebody in the US saying it was because of different countries' laws, etc. It's not impossible, but it would be a far more difficult process to actually get Mythos from the US than, say, get you, because you're in the same country. If that makes sense. I think I've just rambled that. So much freedom of speech. Yeah, that's my problem with it.
It'd be too much work trying to sue someone overseas versus the state.
I think it's to do, and Mark can correct me, but I think it's to do with if the laws of the two countries are slightly different. I think the law of the country that you're in takes precedent.
Yeah.
So much for freedom of speech. Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's freedom of speech, just not this the consequences after.
Yeah. But some of the things that people are moaning about, you know, oh, you weren't very nice about me. Oh, deal with it. You're on YouTube. Do you know what I mean?
When you become a public figure, then that leaves you open.
No, we've lost Crow. It's important to remember that when law of slander and libel was made, things like videos didn't exist. The spoken word but impermanent forward wasn't possible. Yeah. True.
Yeah, but during like slander and like defamation, like you really have to, you know, they have to prove that you're causing damage to their cause, whether it be a channel or whatnot. They have to prove that they're losing from that.
Pinky's eating ginger nuts. I've just finished eating my peanut butter Kit Kat. Welcome back, Crow.
I need to get one of those peanut butter Kit Kats, that's for sure.
Oh. I had a whole pack delivered.
I could just go for some Kit Kat ice cream.
Ooh. Kit Kat ice cream. Oh, I want ice cream now.
I've been talking about ice cream for like 2 days and never got any.
Oh man, what's up, Mike?
Mac.
Almost impossible to sue a doctor, especially in South Carolina, unless you lose a limb because of their actions. I almost lost my arm, but didn't because of competence. So a lawyer said no sue because you still got your arm.
It's still there. You're good.
I always thought back in the day that like eventually when you start if debunking got really big, which it has gotten bigger, that eventually once it starts affecting their money more and their channel more, that's when you'll see the lawsuits.
Yeah. Again, they'd have to directly prove that that's
Affected their channel.
yeah. Rather than them just sucking, you know.
Yeah.
I suppose they'd have to get evidence that people are actually leaving because of it. So I suppose if people were going in the chat saying, "Oh, well, apparently you're fake," I'm unsubbing.
I'm gonna say that alone would be hard to prove, anyways, because YouTube unsubs people, anyways.
Exactly.
You know, you can't narrow it down unless each person put in there why they left. Or had
Listen,
to.
I'd only been on YouTube for like 4 or 5 months when it happened to me, and they struck my channel for 2 videos. I did 2 videos around this person, and then they sent me like a legal letter, and it looked very, very professionally, like legit. And I just started. I didn't know. I'm not a YouTuber. I didn't know shit about any of this stuff. I never even had social media like ever. So this is all new to me. I was just wanting to make stupid debunking videos. So this happened. I really freaked out, and I freaked out and just like deleted all my videos, put my channel on hold, and I basically pled the guy to not sue me. Now looking back, he could have been completely fucking jerking my chain.
Yeah.
You know, he could have fucking had somebody make that shit up. You know, so I don't know. I don't know if it was real or not, but at the time, I didn't want to risk it.
Well, that's what they play on, though, isn't it? They know that most people aren't going to risk it, especially when it's big channels doing it. People who've got the money to scare you. That's what they're relying on. They don't want to take it to court. They just want to threaten you with it. So, you know, you do as you're told.
Just to back off.
Yeah. And that's what I'd do. I'd just be like, okay, I don't want to deal with any of that crap. Yes, Caroline, you can buy a pack of Kit Kats. You can in the shops when they're bloody there, but I've got them on Amazon. Good night, Laura.
Night, Laura.
Night.
It's very expensive to sue for defamation in the UK. They're kind of having to get a second mortgage level expensive. Yeah. That's the other thing. If you've got a big channel, like one of the massive channels threatening you, and they've got the money to burn to do the suing, you know, and you can't even afford to get a lawyer or, you know, a decent lawyer, then that's when people just say, okay, I won't do it. That's what they rely on.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah. I had one lady insist to me that she could sue someone for slander on Facebook. I said, no, you can't. And even if you could, you couldn't afford to.
Pretty much just be salty about it and get over it.
Sheila wants a banana split. I haven't had a banana split in forever. I should just make one myself.
A banana.
Oh my god, yeah.
Banana.
Banana. You just don't see them anymore. It's not right.
Also, there was also that thing of keep on hearing over and over that like, okay, if somebody tries to sue you for debunking video, that they would have to prove in a court of law that what they experienced was real. And I'm like, I don't know, is that really true? Like if somebody said this was fake and they're saying it wasn't fake, has that ever even been a case before? Has it ever been a case where somebody had to prove a case of the paranormal in a court of law? I
Not
don't think
that I
it's even
know
happened before.
of. It's a theory, isn't it? That I suppose yes, they've got to prove it's real, but at the same time, it's like things like depends what else you're saying as well. It's like if you're not just saying that they're fake, you're sort of saying that they're doing this, that, and the other, and they've got to prove it's real. I don't know if you're sort of saying, "Oh, I think this was fishing wire," or "I think this was an overlay." They could actually just turn around and say, "Look, give raw footage, etc." I don't know. It just gets murky. I don't think it's as clear cut as saying that they've got to prove it.
So I was talking when this happened. One of the videos I made was him acting like he was getting fucked by a succubus. Okay.
Yeah.
And I made this video on him, and I put the moaning sounds in myself, and put the porn music in. So it made him, it was him in the bed acting like he was being molested by a succubus. So I put the porn music in, all that stuff, made it funny as hell. And I was telling, I showed Shake that me and threatened to be sued, and he's like, I told him how worried I was. He goes, what are they going to fucking do? Say he's being fucked by a succubus? And I was like, well, true.
Well, if you change up that video, technically that falls under a parody.
Right.
So, I mean,
I think that kind of stuff comes down to. I think that kind of stuff comes down to if you affect the channel. Even I don't think the actual argument of it's real or not would be a thing. I think it'd be more of a did you affect my channel in a negative way kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a business decision to sue, isn't it? It's not oh my god, you're saying I'm not real. It's about clicks and views, like it always is. Mark says yes, there are examples of where people have used paranormal arguments in court.
The devil made me do it.
Yeah, there you go. I was saying, there you go. That was one. But I wonder if a debunker has ever been taken to court for saying something was fake, and they had to go in there and prove that it was real. I don't know if that's ever happened yet. I wonder.
Not that I know of. So, has anyone ever won? I doubt it, because you can't prove it's real. Well, it's yet to be proved to be real.
Yeah.
If you rob a bank, can you claim a demon made me do it? Actually, there have been court cases, not very many, where the paranormal has played a role. So there was one, and this is a long time ago, this was in the late 1800s, but there was one guy who actually got put away for murder because supposedly the ghost of the victim had visited her mother. There was one in the UK as well, but I can't remember the actual story. What it was, somebody was supposedly possessed, and it was used to actually get him out of the trouble. The Devil Made Me Do It is probably the most famous example. Yeah.
I need to rewatch that movie and give it. I need to get another shot. Because when I first saw it, I just enjoyed it all, but maybe I didn't give it a fair chance. I didn't like any Conjuring after the first one.
No, I wasn't keen, but it'd be an interesting one to watch just from this perspective. So, well, heavy topic tonight, guys.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. No, it's interesting. It's I'm just useless when it comes to law.
Well, that's why we got the law student here.
I know.
That's the community lawyer. Marcy, community lawyer.
He's
Um,
gonna specialize in paranormal.
Ooh, that could be a thing, Mark.
yeah,
Whole,
there you
whole
go.
niche market.
Hey, your business card could have a Ouija board on it.
Don't know if there's much call for paranormal lawyers in the UK, but you know.
This discount code for the local crystal shop.
Unless you charge really high rates, and you don't need many cases. There's also at least one time I recall where I think a mistrial had to be declared after the jury tried to contact the victim of the murder via a Ouija board. No. Oh my god.
Can you email me those documents?
12 idiots. Oh my goodness.
Really? The jury tried to use the Ouija board? No way.
That's so stupid.
That's insane.
Well, if that was the case, they, judge would do the Ouija board on his own. you know?
I've wanted to leave the paranormal so many times and do something different, because I got burnt out or whatever. But like, I could never find anything else more dumb to make fun of.
Why are you a debunker, Crow? Because it's the dumbest thing to look at.
They're on day 13. Hey guys, I brought this Ouija board in.
The judge found out about it and, of course, automatic mistrial.
Oh, he said, fuck that.
It's supposed to be from the peers, not a Ouija board.
Jury was probably high, says Mike.
That's just crazy, man.
That is nuts. That is nuts. Wouldn't that qualify as the same as when you're on a jury, you're not supposed to look at the news and look at outside sources for the trial that you're on?
Now I could see like a big like a channel getting debunked, and the debunker made a false claim, and that channel got hit hard, and everybody thought they were fake after that. But now I can see the channel defending themselves, saying, "Hey, look, it wasn't fake. We have the video footage. We can prove it wasn't fake." I can see that.
Yeah.
Because if a channel got hit, yeah, sorry.
At least if they didn't, tamper with anything.
That'd be interesting. And I don't think that would even happen in Mark way on that, but like actually see in the court, and the one team is like presenting the raw footage to show that it wasn't fake, and the people have to decide for themselves if it was fake or was it not. That's what I'm getting to. I wonder if that's ever fucking happened. I don't think it has. I really don't think it's that, because the whole debunking thing hasn't been a thing. Well, there's also been magicians. I know people debunk magicians. I knew there was a little thing with that for a while too. I think they were trying to be sued. I think the magicians tried to sue them as well at one time for showing their tricks.
Yeah, because technically you're not supposed to, but that's more of an ethical thing rather than legal, I think.
Totally.
But the stuff. Interestingly enough, the last video I did on the late 1800s and early 1900s, magicians were used to actually help try and convict people who were faking the paranormal, because they were the ones that knew what the tricks they were doing. Barnum was in one court case for spirit photography being faked. So bring magicians in, because they tend to see straight away what some of the practical tricks are.
Just like when Penn and Teller have their show, I mean, you gotta try to fool them, but they know what to look for.
Yeah, Penn and Teller have debunked as well. My favourite paranormal court case has got to be Ghostbusters 2. Yes, it's true. This man has no dick. Yeah, that's the rule the jury broke in automatic mistrials. Yeah, really? It's because they tried to find and get more information from an outside source using a Ouija board. That's insane. I can't believe a jury would be stupid enough to do that. But that being said, I've done jury service and I can believe they're stupid.
I mean, what they all do? They just bring one right into the courthouse. Surprised that even happened.
Well, usually if they're deliberating, I don't know if it happens the same in the States, but sometimes if they're deliberating here, if it's a really serious case, they put the jury up in a hotel. So they can't be affected. But then you'd have to have a Ouija board with you, wouldn't you? Unless you homemade one. No, have anybody got a Ouija board? Oh yes, I've got one with me. I carry it everywhere.
Well, you know those little game size ones. You know, you see those little miniature checkerboards that you can take on car rides. Have a little miniature Ouija board. You can probably sell them.
They probably
Like travel Ouija board, like Travel Monopoly and Travel Scrabble. The Travel Ouija board.
They probably brought in an 8-ball. They've probably been better.
Yeah. Hey, well, why not? Hey, you know, if you use apps and stuff, why not use the 8-ball? That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Because look, if spirits can affect everything, why can't they affect the shaking of an 8-ball and where that thing lands? They can come to the stereo. They can affect apps. They can touch REM pods, but they can't affect an 8-ball. That seems unfair.
Well, if they can talk through radio stations, they can affect an 8-ball, can't they?
Well, if they can talk through radio stations, they can use voice to text on the phone.
They probably do, Philip.
Yeah.
I've actually seen that on videos. Like, you know, like dog, it says this. It's like, I didn't even touch the phone, man. Like, how did it know? Like, you know, that's the thing, too, now. You turn the speaker, you turn the little talk to text thing on, and you see what comes through it. And if something, you know, that's a thing.
That'd be more reliable than most of it. Be better than listening static in your ears and blowing your eardrums out.
Yeah, there's a DR60 on eBay at the minute for about £1,500, so about over $2,000.
Normally 17. That'd be 17 cents at a yard sale.
Yeah. Hey, look, Miss Mayhem, how we doing?
Hey, Miss Mayhem.
Good
day, Caroline.
I made a talking board on a paper towel, says Mike.
There you go. Why not? You know. Well, I also talked to somebody the day. For who it was, it's like, why not just put on? You know, why is it always flipping through stations? When we were doing Spirit Box, why don't they ever say, okay, hey, this time we're gonna put it on AM station 95.4 or whatever. Let's just leave it on that channel with static, and let's try to get some responses from that. You never see them doing that. And what's wild is if you go back to the beginning of ITC, the two guys that really did a lot of research, that's what they did. They would hone in on certain frequencies and keep it there and ask questions and get voices like that. So it's kind of funny to me nowadays, you'll never see them hone in on one station. It's always flipping through them.
Yeah, because you're more likely to get something coming through from the radio stations, yeah.
Exactly.
This reminds me, why don't people actually go into infrasound out of the audio spectrum that you can't hear? Most people can't hear. What was it, like 19 hertz?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't they just start going, you know, run every channel through like all those hertz, record at the same time?
Mark says God has been sued too, unsuccessfully though. How do you claim that? Hang on. Chat just jumped on me. Some grief groups are now encouraging members to talk to their loved ones through ChatGPT. Oh my God.
Wow, really?
You know, said ChatGPT is just made to give you the best response that it can.
I talk to ChatGPT all the time. No, I do use it a lot. I do use it a lot for ideas.
Lady claimed God was negligent in allowing a bolt of lightning to hit her house and sought 100,000 in damages.
No, Jesus.
Lawsuit was thrown out for that. Oh, Mike says the Ouija towel did not work. Oh no!
Yeah, it really does anger me though when I see people use spirit boxes because they turn it on and as soon as they hear a word, they make that confused face. You know what I'm talking about? That confused face, like they're trying to figure it out. Like, oh, that was and they're all like looking like they're very concerned but confused, trying to figure it out. It's just the dumbest. It really triggers me because you're just hearing word. It's a fucking radio. You're hearing words to the radio. Congratulations.
Yeah, then their brain's trying to piece everything together because that's what the human brain does.
Yep. It is the dumbest thing. If there's something dumber than that, please tell me. Well, I know cat psychics exist, so I'm just saying, like, the horse whisperer. I know he's a thing, but I don't know if that still is that more dumb than dead people coming to their fucking radio. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't get why anybody. To me, it's logical that if you're going to use something that sweeps radio stations, you're going to get voices through.
Yeah.
You know,
Even if it could come through, it would be very rare.
It would be very rare. How would you be able to say conclusively that differentiate between what was coming through on the radio and what was coming through from wherever?
There you go. You can't confirm it, and that's the thing. So, but just throw in a fucking stereo and just sit there and go like, a tree, I'm alive, 1800s, like, and just keep on repeating all these words in an SS method. That is pure fucking radio. It's so, we have got to get rid of that stupid shit.
And then you see them desperately trying to work it out into a narrative. Tree. Oh, it said tree.
Yeah, orange. Oh, you got an orange shirt on.
Dude, we passed a tree on the way here.
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about. Like, what? It said Taco Bell. Yeah, we drove past one 20 miles ago.
God, man. If you use SS method, you might as well use apps. It's the same thing. You're trying to use the word and connect it to whatever's relevant around you.
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's almost like improv, isn't it? You get a word to start an improv, and then you have to keep it going. Someone tried to sue Satan for causing him prolonged suffering. He didn't include instructions for how the U.S. Marshals could serve Satan with the paperwork, so that case was thrown out.
Wow.
That's why it was thrown out.
It's so dumb. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Mark, can I ask you, what are you doing here then? If you're so smart, why are you here?
He's here to make himself feel smarter.
Well, yeah, I'm like, are you here to are you a plant? Are you a plant?
He's just here for his own ego boost.
He must really love the paranormal or something.
Yeah, well, that tends to be why people are here, mostly. Caroline, I quit a grief group because they started pushing that. I can't believe.
AI is going to be used for all kinds of things, and that will be one of them. Grief counseling, for some lonely people, somebody to talk to.
Basically getting advice from robots.
Photosynthesis is great. It's amazing.
Mark says, I am, but I can't be smoked.
What do you say?
You can't be smoked.
Because you called him a plant.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm slow. You're surprised.
So you're confirming the theory. He's only here for his ego boost.
He's a plant by the fakers, gathering evidence.
At least they've named the Estes method Estes Park, not the Uranus Fudge Factory. Jethro says he's a brain surgeon playing with ours.
True, there you go.
Oh dear. I don't know. How do you actually, if if you're a lawyer and somebody walks into your office and says, "I want to sue Satan," how do you respond to that with a straight face?
Like, is that an actual person with an alias?
Sue Satan. Oh, what's the first name? No, it's Satan.
You can't sue archetypes.
And then have somebody get mad because you won't represent them. Hey Wiz, welcome back.
Hey Wiz.
You can always try for a fee.
I can't imagine how that would help with your grief. I just think that's insane. Using ChatGPT.
It's if you have a conversation, you can literally have a conversation with it. It's insane, and I get blown away sometimes. I'm asking very specific things, even about a subject that's not very mainstream. It's just amazing what it comes back with to me. It just absolutely. I mean, I can't tell you like an exact, but I'm just very shocked at how human it feels sometimes.
Yeah. I just don't like the idea of people then becoming reliant on that. That's
it will be. Oh yeah.
Close people
Totally.
Close people off from real people even more. We've already got YouTube for that.
One day it'll be very uncommon to not have an AI robot in your fucking house.
Oh,
or
yeah,
to be,
absolutely.
you'll be an everyday part of life. It's just, getting to know your family, talking to you.
Just have AI talking to you all day and not actually speaking to a human being.
As long as I make a good sandwich, I'm totally down.
Can it make me coffee? That's what I want to know. Can it make me coffee? I'm not interested.
Well, so there's a movie out where Megan Fox plays a robot that she helps people out. She's a robot in somebody's home. I'm like, man, that's one robot. That's the sports package right there. How much is that per month, please?
Pinky, I got on Chat GPT writing a crazy story about space unicorns. We can write a whole novel. People do.
Dude, totally. It's instant.
And then they put it on Amazon Kindle. It's been done. AI has not done a load of laundry. I know. It's slacking.
It could eventually. Once it's all hooked up to like a network system. Turn it on.
Well, Elon's current robot, it does do dishes and house chores. Not sure if it does laundry yet, but it does do dishes.
Oh no!
Wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of another industrial revolution, isn't it? Where humans are obsolete, because machines are just doing everything.
Oh yeah, I think actually I kind of wonder if that robot already does laundry stuff, like fold laundry. But we're on the cusp of all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Because that's just it's like Terminator. Remember, the first model is very basic, and this and that. That's the one that they put out is very basic. It does, it walks, it can do dishes, it can do other things as well. It's amazing all the things it can do. But then the second model will do even more. So 10 models from now, what the fuck? It's gonna be driving your kids to school and shit.
It's also the sort of technology that would once they've got, well, they've obviously have got the basics. It's that sort of technology that will just get faster and faster in being developed. It's that initial creation of it, isn't it? That it's the initial creation of it that is difficult, but once it's there, it's a bit like computers and phones and everything. Video games. Once the basics were there, it was. I mean, you know, in my lifetime, from being a kid in the 70s when we had nothing, I remember us getting our first VCR. To in a short space of 50 years, where we are now. It's frightening how fast we've developed it. So it's just going to get faster and faster.
Go from the old projector reels to VCR.
Yeah, and everything being digital and a senator in the US. Yeah, these are all in the US. Yes. Tried to get an injunction preventing God from performing harmful activities. A senator.
Oh my Jesus! Hope it's not from California.
The senator claimed that God, being all-knowing, already knew about the lawsuit against him and didn't need to be served. That senator had an answer for everything. Bloody typical politician. I asked it to make a photo look gothic, and it turned me into an emo man. Worse still, that she'll try to take it to. They tried to take it to appeal. The appeal judge was like, "Nope."
No, man.
As long as it makes coffee for Sarah and makes hamburgers for Crow and Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
Nebraska. That was where it was.
I might have to look that up.
I'm trying to think where Nebraska is. You should know me states. I don't know. I can't believe trying to sue Satan and God. Nebraska is in the middle. It's probably why I don't know where it is.
Ernie Chambers filed a lawsuit against God in 2007. He argued God was responsible for causing natural disasters and making terroristic threats. It sought a permanent injunction to prevent such actions. Chambers stated that his lawsuit was intended to highlight the issue of frivolous lawsuits and emphasize the importance of open access to court system. The lawsuit was dismissed by the court, with the judge stating that God could not be properly served due to the lack of fixed addresses.
No permanent resident. The universe.
I mean, it's got to get served, right? They always have a state policeman serve papers like that.
Send it up with the astronauts. Just put it out into space. Hope he gets it. Do you think they might have more success now? Weirder stuff has happened. I don't know. You'll end up having people suing AI or AI suing people. Even worse. Chat GPT. They stopped talking. They don't talk to me anymore. I want a divorce. I don't know. That's crazy. I've run out of Coke, Phil.
I'm going to say North Omaha. Wow.
Oh, so surprised you should say that. Really? Oh my goodness. AI suing people now. That's what I thought. Actually, do you know what? They must end up with some complications. It's a bit like self-driving cars, right? If you're in a self-driving car and you have an accident, is it your fault? Is it the car's fault? Disney is currently suing an AI company for copyright infringement. Disney have always been buggers for that.
Yeah, but they'll steal from artists and sell their stuff without paying them.
There's a lot of artists who won't work for Disney because of that.
Well, no, they've actually gone out and stolen people's actual artwork.
Yeah.
What was like one thing? I think one thing I can remember is like a guy had like a little tiki figure, and they were selling it in their tiki shop. Well, they copied his work and mass produced it. Didn't give him a dime for it.
Wow.
It's not surprising me. I should sue God for making my body so fragile. Me too. Should we do a class action? Disney will sue anyone. Disney's a classic example. They've got more money than they need know what to do with, so they can afford to, can't they?
Yeah.
And I'm sure most people, if they see a served with papers that have Disney on them, they're going to think, oh, it's not even worth trying. In fairness, though, they seem to have a good reason to sue this company. These are pretty blatant infringements. The thing is, I see a lot of it, and I sell fan art, but I know the rules on them because it has, in some ways, it has got more lax. More companies are accepting of people basing artwork on, on what they're doing, but it's not rocket science. You don't do it with Disney. There's certain things that you just don't touch with a barge pole. Anything comic book or Disney, etc., just don't do it. So, frankly,
it's funny. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no. I was just frankly, if you're going to do stuff like that, don't nick from Disney. So, because it's fairly obvious which ones aren't going to put up with it at all. Have too much money, exactly. Sorry, Craig.
It's funny how YouTube works because they pretty much just cover their own ass. So, like with ghost hunting videos, you can get away with a lot of views of their stuff, right? Except for like the music part, you can use quite a bit of their video for a reaction video. But if you try to use a TV show, it's a whole, and it's only because YouTube's trying to cover their ass. Because they know if they let, like, say us, use a TV show, too much of it, then they will get sued by the actual TV show.
Yeah.
So they have to make sure that we only use a very small amount. So it's you would think fair use to be the same across the board, but it's totally not. At least with YouTube anyway.
It's not.
Yeah, go ahead.
All I was going to say is because the reaction channels I watch, I'm talking about my nerd reaction channels where I'm watching TVs and movies being reacted to. I know that there are certain. This is a bit like the Disney argument. Is there's certain, they do fair use. That's why I know. Actually, why I know what fair use is in terms of time and etc. But there are one or two streaming services and channels that they won't touch. Because they know there's no point. I know that I think HBO is one that's really bad for letting YouTube channels react to them. And like music's always an issue for them, always. But some of them have got more relaxed. It's like Star Wars has got a lot more relaxed because they've worked out that if they let them react to it, it's advertising for them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for the ghost video, it's like the BBC are impossible. Anything to do with the BBC, which is why things. It's like Beardo can't do "Help My House Is Haunted" because I think that's a BBC show. There's no point.
Yeah.
They're just going to come down hard on you for that. So just don't start it in the first place. It's not worth the fight. But it's getting to the point where some of the faker, potentially fake channels, in my opinion, blah blah blah. It's starting to go a little bit like that in some way, where some of the massive channels are starting to get more and more stroppy about being. Well, it's always happened, doesn't it? The really big channels get really stroppy about being debunked at all, and you're using their footage. Whereas others sort of can't do anything about it. I'm not really a fan of the BBC. I don't know anybody in the UK that is, or very few. They're awful. And we have to pay them to watch telly, even if we're not watching them.
See, I think some of it's not really about if you're proving, like those TV shows, fake or whatever. It is more about the ad revenue.
It's about the usage of it, I think.
Exactly.
Well,
Oh yeah, totally. It doesn't
well,
matter if you're debunking it or not. It's just the usage of it.
Yeah, well, a lot of TV shows are starting to, post their stuff online because no one really watches TV as much as they used to. Even like like music videos and stuff, they put it online. So if you're taken away from their their channel where they're making money.
I think most TV, so in the UK, most TV stations, BBC has it, so you can watch everything on the BBC online. They have what's called iPlayer, so all of the BBC you can watch online now. They don't rely on it being watched on TV, on an actual TV set. But yeah, they want people to go to their channel. And let's face it, I mean, I keep saying it with when debunkers are watching these, doing their debunking videos. I don't go over to I'll be honest, I don't go over to the channel and think, oh yes, I'll go and watch the whole thing.
No, they just say it just yeah.
You say it because it's the thing to say.
It helps all that stuff. So why were you being nice? Because look, if you're trying not to get struck by a ghost hunter channel, if you throw a couple little caveats in there, that will go a long way. So if you get the title description, the link in the description, right, and then you say, hey, make sure you say that every time. Go watch the full video on blah blah blah. It kind of keeps them off your ass as much. If you go in there just total dickhead mode, no link, no shout out, all negative, you're most likely going to get struck.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of you guys say it. Go over to their channel, and watch. I think one. I don't know if he says it every time, but I know the one I watched just tonight. He says, before you watch my video, go over and watch the full video.
Yep. Yeah, he always does that, man.
And I struggle to get through some of the Segs videos because of who he's reacting to, let alone go and watching the full bloody thing. That's your guy's job, right? Just to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Even if they're going to change the license fee to be included in the council tax, the BBC chairman actually claimed that using advertisers like everyone else would. What bollocks! Honestly, UK television up its own arse. Would it change the dynamic legally if you made your channel a business like an LLC? I don't think it would. The reason I'm saying that, I don't know if Crow would agree, but I mean, both Crow and I are monetized. Technically, you're already a business in a sense.
True. You are
You're earning money from it.
Making it LLC just means you're primarily the employee of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what they're after, isn't it? It's they're saying, well, you're making money off our content.
Well, you also save money if you outsource stuff too, or say you outsource stuff. Because then you can actually save on taxes.
The hundreds of other channels that use adverts haven't put our TV out of business. The audacity for him to think the BBC would do that. I think ITV from the very inception in I think it was the 60s or 70s, can't remember. Um, they were out. They were have always been a money making business. That's why they put the adverts in. They understand far more about being a business than the BBC do, because the BBC have always had government money. That's what the TV license is. It goes to them. Um, they haven't had to work for that the way that ITV did. At least in the UK, you
Yeah.
can monetize UK YouTube channels of businesses. They're classified as businesses by HMRC. Yeah, I mean, I have to include any. Well, I haven't had to do it yet, but I'll have to include YouTube earnings in my tax return. You have to put your information in when you get monetized, so that you. I don't know if you do in the States, but you do here. You know you have to get verified as being a business. So even if you don't put it in your taxes, they're going to know because YouTube's got all the information. That's a bit like PayPal. PayPal's the same. Once you earn over a certain amount on PayPal, you have to declare yourself as.
And they changed that rule this year starting, where anything over $500, you have to report it.
Yeah.
I think. I might be wrong. I'm sorry. It's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're allowed to make a certain amount of money for personal use off PayPal, but it's not a lot of money. And I know when I was doing eBay, it was quite quick that I had to put my business details in.
Yeah, yeah, like PayPal. It's like it's like the gift tax and stuff and all that. If you receive over a certain amount, or people, have to buy something from somebody personally. If it's over a certain amount, you have to tax form. Well, not a tax form, but a form that's here's payment for something or a gift or whatever.
Yeah, if you're sending somebody money on PayPal, you can actually say whether, even with a business account, you can say whether it's personal or business. Any income, regardless of the avenue which it was made. Yeah. That's why mine are a pain in the arse, because I have so many income threads. But most of it's digital, so it's just a case of downloading.
Like Indiana, it's over, if you make over a certain amount a year or so many transactions, then you have to file for business or a state tax ID for it. But generally, your Social Security is your state tax ID until you reach a certain point.
Yeah. So
Those the trivia stuff, man. That's a pretty good channel idea. Like making trivia videos. You
I was
put music
thinking
in
that,
there.
yeah.
I mean, it would be a pain in the ass. It's a lot of tedious, like just dumb editing, but you can make it look good and yeah. I mean, there you go, dude. Your questions, you can use whatever you fucking want. I mean, they get lots of views too. I'm sure there's a lot of channels that do that don't get views. I haven't looked or anything, but man, that'd be a good source of income if you can get it, get it to work.
I think the main thing with them is the way, like the one you were using today. Not the geography one. What did you start with? Anyway, well, there's a little bit of animation, and it's it's not just a sort of there's something interesting to look at on screen. That's all you need, because they were clearly using AI voices.
Yep, and it's the horror ones. Some of the horror ones are pretty basic. You play a small clip, and then you get multiple choice. But I'm not sure what program they're using for all those fancy graphics for the multiple choice thing either.
No. But it's I've often looked at some of those channels, and you look at the views they've got, etc. I suppose the only thing is, it would depend whether. Well, you wouldn't be looking for memberships anyway, would you? So I suppose you would get monetized for adverts on them. I'm just thinking about third party and AI and everything. But others, I mean, it's like that when I did that video last year and did some like the how to boil an egg. I mean, somebody had got like 400,000 views on building a jigsaw puzzle. That was all the whole video. Just somebody actually got a bird's eye view camera of them actually just putting a jigsaw puzzle together.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's like spending hours editing and researching, and somebody does a fucking jigsaw and gets like 400,000 views.
It's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why I don't get why we never, like, how come we don't get more of the viral type video? Because I've seen videos where it's a guy in his car reacting to some song, like just a song reaction. He barely says a word, and it's just him in a car, shitty audio, and he gets 1 million views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, I sometimes occasionally will look at music reaction video, and they get tons of views, way more than the subscription.
I just wonder. I've always wanted to know one of those guys to ask them about their monetization, because they cannot make money off those videos. There's no way playing a song all that way through and still making money. I'm curious to ask them if they ever do.
Well, I am subscribed to one of them, and he's got about 150,000 subscribers. And I think he does all right on it, but they have the same. I mean, it must depend on the artists as well. But they wouldn't get a video through onto YouTube if there was a major problem with it, would they? But
right, you can get it by, but will it be monetized? That's the thing. All that, and music is the hardest thing to get on there.
Yeah.
Without, they'll say, okay, you get a copyright, you can still play it, but you're not gonna get paid for it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like the my reaction channels. Most of them don't have memberships. One or two of them do, but most of them don't. They make their money off Patreon.
Oh, right.
They put their full reactions on Patreon. But hardly any of them, I would say less than 10% of them actually have memberships on their channel because of that. I don't know how the ones that have managed memberships have got away with it, but most of them don't even bother trying. So I don't know. There must, but I don't know whether. Actually, I think the guy that does the Patreon, that does the one I'm actually subscribed to, that does the music reactions, I think he's got a Patreon. So they kind of use the YouTube channel to get the numbers up. Because I followed one reaction channel it's the one I followed the longest, my favourite one, and they were on about 36,000 when I first started following them in 2019. And compared to other reaction channels, I used to look at them and think, you're not growing as quickly as the other reaction channels. I mean, they're on about 150 now, but that's taken like 6 years. And there's one or two of my reaction channels that are over 1 million. But then they hit 100,000, and there's two of them live in New York. There's two of them. One of them had just had a kid, and they managed to go full time. And I thought, well, there's two of you. It would be difficult enough if there was one of you, especially where you're living. But it's because they'd worked out all the other income threads, like Patreon. They've built up. I actually joined their Discord, but it was just so busy and everybody knew each other. They've actually developed this community off YouTube.
Discord.
Yeah, on Discord and on Patreon. So that's where they're getting the money from. It won't be YouTube. It'll be other sources. But if you think about it, if you've got say if you've got 1,000 patrons, and which I suspect some of these channels will have multiple patrons, and even if you're only charging $5 a month, and most of them have tiers, you're talking about $5,000 a month. Does that make sense? So
holy shit, yeah.
So I think that's what some of the music channels do as well. They go onto Patreon and
make it there.
Yeah. And if you've got 150,000 subscribers, you can probably do really well off things like Patreon. I'm completely ignoring chat, guys. I've just realised.
Aw.
I'm gonna have to crow the
You're,
chat.
Joe,
Crow.
you're Joe in the chat.
I'm going the chat. I'm almost fucking second the chat.
Wow.
ASMR is the other one. I mean, I have sometimes fall asleep. I've got like rain noises and stuff that I listen to.
Oh
and
yes.
they make a lot of. They have a lot of views as well. Mistress Kaylee, hello, sweetie.
Hey Kaylee.
I'm sorry, I have completely.
That's another easy one though. You can make these rain sound videos, man. Those are popular. There's a lot of people doing them now, though.
Soundscapes.
I saw one was like a fucking mountain, like a castle in the mountain. Like they're getting creative with them now too. Tin roof, raining on tin roof.
Yeah.
I saw one with it's a fan. All it is a fucking fan. It's a box fan playing in the background.
Well, that's why my fan's on all year round through the night, because it's not even if I've got the heating on, the fan's on because of the white noise.
Oh, I found a hack, guys, on Instagram. So you know you have your fan, right? Like a stand-up fan. You take a big plastic bag. First, spray the fan down with cleaner, right? Spray it down front and back.
Yeah.
Put the bag over the fan and turn it on high for like an hour. When you pull that bag off, it'll be perfectly clean.
Wow.
Well, that's useful to know.
It's really crazy.
Mine needs doing. Cleaning tips from Crow. Hey, Noah.
Noah.
Phil's here.
Oh shit, he found me.
Hey, Noah, how's it going?
I do that called so many tangents. I know. Sorry, I kind of forgot chat was there for a minute. Why do no debunkers have paid advertisements or sponsors? Yeah, that's the other thing that my reaction channels will do, is they will get sponsorship.
Bearded has had a sponsorship before. I think it was for like earplug, headphones or something like that.
Yeah.
Or it's like a control. He did one for a controller as well. So he has had a few paid advertisements. Really, the answer for that is there hasn't been a debunking channel big enough until now, until Seg and Beardo and Mythos to do that. They only go for people that have the big views. So Beardo is starting to do them more.
You guys still going? Break it? No, we're Breaking Crow's 5 hours this morning. How do some channels get away with showing movies on their channels? Well,
Now, that's a good one.
Yeah, Crow uses public domain movies.
Well, I've looked out. Now, the thing is funny is that it's funny because copyright is kind of the luck of the draw. I have done a couple of movies in the past that were copyrighted, right? But sometimes you can get away with it, sometimes you don't. But if you get hit enough, they will strike you or delete your channel, or kick you off of YouTube. So I had to resort to using movies that aren't copyrighted, which are not like the highest quality either. So. But you can't go watch Friday the 13th, or I mean, you can try. Like even that last, we watched Witchboard from 1986, a bad B movie. They still shut me down over that crap, and I was pausing it and trying to talk in between, and it still got shut down. Oh, I found a fucking bad made-for-TV movie from the fucking 90s, and it was horrible quality, and I got shut down for that one too.
Damn.
So I can't risk it anymore. So I have to find really shitty independent movies.
That makes them fun, though.
Yeah, you can still make fun of them and stuff like that. Some of them aren't that bad. Gives you a weird place to hang out, you know.
They buy the rights to show them. Expensive. And it's because they don't demonize white chocolate. They should.
That's true.
I want to sue to demonize white chocolate. Yeah. Sorry, that was an amazing crow in the chat. That was.
Should be illegal, huh?
I know.
I hate crow in the chat too because it's like I want to read everybody's comment, man, but then you're 17 minutes behind. It's like, what do you do?
Crow the chat.
We're going reverse.
Well, crows always do, isn't it?
Oh yeah, hit the reverse mode, baby. Go all the way down and then work your way up. I read a lot of magazines like that too. I'll start in the back. You guys do that too? Anybody here?
No.
No.
Start in the back and work my way up. I'm telling you, man, I got something going on.
Reading.
I've always done that.
Nosferatu is on YouTube. Thing is, I think Crow's done them that are on YouTube and got hit.
Oh yeah, they're all on YouTube.
I don't know if
All the ones.
Nosferatu is a bit slow, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I couldn't make it. Especially the remake. I couldn't do the remake either. I'd rather watch the original than Nosferatu.
You do what you have to do in law school, skim read to pick out interesting comments. Mark, I'm the same. I actually taught myself to speed read. I've not been officially trained, but that's what I did because I was a student. I automatically speed read now. That's the only way you can do it. You can't read everything. Creature Features must buy the rights to show many movies.
There you go. Yeah. Because you'll see a lot of those movie websites, YouTube channels, they will have some kind of copyright agreement.
Yeah. Mike says I'm left-handed. I read magazines in reverse. Crow's just awkward. I'm going to be original, man. I'm going to read this magazine backward.
I think I get impatient. I want to go to the end, and then I don't know. Who knows?
That's how we read novels. He knows what happens before the.
Yeah, there you go. Make my own choose your own adventure.
Straight to the end.
Like, what happened to Pam? What happened to Pam? Maybe go back 5 pages.
How do some channels get away with saying the real thing instead of code without strikes? Right?
I'm not sure what that means. Sorry.
No, I don't know what that means either.
There's a different tier system if you get slapped on the hand.
I've read so many books, but the beginning of very few. Yeah. Textbooks. Oh no, I will speed read novels as well.
See, I can read fast. I just can't comprehend what the fuck I'm reading. Like I'll have to read a page and have to go back and try to understand. My comprehension even at school was always low. I can because while I'm reading, I'm thinking of other shit.
Well, I was going to say that's distraction because if I was to read a book properly, or if I do read a book properly, I have to go back and realize that I've read it, but none of it's gone in because I've been thinking about other things.
There you go. Yeah, like watch a movie. So if you watch a movie with me, and we're getting into it, right? I'll miss something because I'm thinking other crap in my head. I'm totally not even like hearing what's going on at all, right?
Yeah.
So I'll rewind it like half a minute to see what happens. By the time I hit play and go back to that original part, I'm already thinking of something again. So sometimes I'll go back 3 or 4 times to see that same part because I keep on getting distracted in my fucking brain.
Yeah.
Or just something's not clicking or you're trying to make sense of.
No, honestly, it's just me tuning out. Just for hitting play and forgetting I need to watch it and just fucking, I'm off somewhere else already. I really need to get tested for ADHD. I got tested when I was a kid. They said I had it. We didn't do anything about it for some reason. I'm sure I have it now. I need to get tested again.
Yeah, if your mind's wandering. I mean, I do that. That isn't reading. That's looking at. No, you do actually read it. I do actually read it. I'm conscious that I'm looking at. I'm actually
Yes.
reading the thing, but I'm not taking in what I've read. Whereas when I'm more likely to get the gist of a book when I'm speed reading, because I'm concentrating on looking for key words. Whereas if you just reading but you think it's a bit like if you're listening to music and you get distracted. You're still listening to the music, but then you know if it's like one of my favourite songs and I've missed my favourite bit, I'm thinking, oh God, I've missed it. You know, I've got to rewind. I have to do that too. I should probably get myself testing myself. Yeah. I don't think it's that uncommon. I actually find reading, say, a novel. I can't remember the last novel I read actually because I just find I just get so frustrated having to read the bloody thing properly. That's why I enjoyed physics. Everything was applied. No, you have to. I need stuff like that for dummies. You know, pretend I'm. I usually say things like, "Pretend I'm an idiot and explain it to me."
Next time we should play or Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? They have that on there on the YouTube videos.
Oh yeah.
I'm really curious if I can answer fifth grader questions. Hey, by the way, later this afternoon, I was thinking about that live, and I was going through countries in my mind. It was way easier to remember certain cities again. So I think really the sleep was really affecting me too. I think so.
It was
making
late.
excuses.
No, it was late in the live. You know, it was.
Yeah, I was fried.
Yeah.
It was 6 a.m. I've been up all night.
I mean, you must have been at least 4 hours in when we did that.
But Paris, France, come on, man.
It's like some of the countries I knew what they were, and you and Seg were getting them like that, and I'm thinking, I know what that is. Why don't I know the name? Names. What's good names are tricky. I don't like audiobooks. Audiobooks, that's why I don't like audiobooks. Because there's no way I'm not phasing out when I'm listening to it. Thank you, Jethro. You're a treasure.
Ooh.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Getting diagnosed with ADHD, ASD has been very helpful for me personally. I think if you diagnose, you're more likely to get
Testing's very strict.
You get help with dealing with it, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I have a friend that got on ADHD medicine lately, and it's changed their life. Like it's changed their life.
Really?
But the testing is very strict, and they put you through a lot of tests to see if you actually. Because a lot of people, because of medicine, if you give it to the person that doesn't have ADHD, it'll have an opposite effect.
Right.
But a person that has ADHD, it'll kind of level them out, and it keeps you meeting. I mean, hey, sign me up. Something perfect for me, man.
Growth new diuretic.
Yeah, I agree with that one, Kaylee. London, really, Crow? I was thinking capital of England. No!
Hold on, I missed.
There's the capitals today. Kaylee says, London, really, Crow?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. It was so bad.
No, but you do. You just when you put on the spot, it's like, and you sort of think, well, I knew that, but it's pressure. Mark, thank you so much. You diamond.
What?
Awesome, Mark. Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, that was nice.
Oh my god, yeah. So yeah, thank you for that. That's amazing. So both you and I did say thank you to Mike. Somebody couldn't remember. So to Mark and Jethro for the gifteds. I'm on. I can't click that. I'm on concert and being able to concentrate is a great thing for me. Would be amazing for me.
Can I tell you real quick, guys? Also, I smoked marijuana till I was about 36 every day, and that's been a missing factor for me. Because when I smoked, I know it sounds dumb, but I was able to concentrate. If I was doing something and I was smoking, I would totally zone in on that shit. If it was a show, a movie, doing a project, working, it literally zoned me in like hardcore. So
I hate to say
I miss
it.
having that.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but with just smoking regular cigarettes, sometimes if I really can't think of something, I will actually just go sit with a coffee and a cigarette, and it's suddenly everything comes to me. You know.
Yeah, if you're stumped, man, go get fucking high. You'll come back with all kinds of different ideas.
Yeah.
It opens all kinds of doorways, you know? Hear me out, bro.
It's about being relaxed. I think
coffees.
it's about being relaxed as well. I mean, it's the same thing with regular cigarettes. It's like you're relaxing yourself.
Dude, if I could do my live streams high, oh my god, it'd be so much better.
Get you some gummies.
I know. I need to get my medical card.
Who says you need a medical card?
Well, here you have to have one to get the goods. You know, actually.
Oh.
I know you can go to the gas station and get those Delta things, but I don't. Those are not pure. Those are a lot of what do you call them? Man-made chemicals, and I don't want those.
With the all natural.
Yeah, the real THC gummies. I won't take a blunt. I'll take just a small amount. Work my way up.
Make sure you're not falling asleep on the stream.
Yeah.
Hey guys, right here.
The Crow Show.
The Crow Show.
It's the Crow Show.
What
Isn't YouTube awesome? The internet's amazing.
I think Crow found Jesus.
Cody says, I just have to say, Phil, you are a wonderful person. Thank you for being you, Sarah. You are an angel, and I adore you, Crow.
Who said that?
Kaylee.
Oh, thank you, Kaylee. I appreciate that. Wow.
But she better get us up for her.
I was to say, what's
the special occasion?
I do my best. Mark says I do my best thinking on the toilet, doing it totally not a poo.
Ooh.
Does a squatty to go potty, maybe?
Has anyone played Guess the Actor by Only Their Eyes game? Yeah, we played it on Crows.
Quite a few times, actually.
The what?
Guessing the Actor by the eyes.
Yeah, that was fun. We should do it again.
It was. I was pretty good at that. It's better when it's just actors, though. When it's just celebrities in general. I don't know half of them when they show the full face. I thought I saw that on Crow. Yeah, we did that on Crows Live more than once. I think we've done that. I like those ones.
You also did the guess acted by the nose. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was.
By their nose? I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that was kind of.
It was interesting. I don't think we got many right. So yeah, you did see that on Crows. So everything's on Crows. That was an interesting one, says Mike. How is the best way to support your channels? Just be here.
Mm-hmm.
just be.
There you go.
Yeah. Sub and subscribe. It's the same thing. Subscribe and leave a comment. Hit a like. I don't say it enough, but that does help. Interaction with the channel, even if it's a
And,
thumbs up.
we would do better if we were proper YouTubers.
Mm.
One of my friends, one of our friends, really pushes the shit out of all that stuff. I won't say who. He is. Rhymes of Lawson. Man, I get worn out in Dawson's chat.
Yeah, I've got toothache. Super chat me.
Make sure after the video you go comment after the video. Also share this video out. Let's do this. Let's do that. Like, damn, dude. Watch the video.
Its premieres are my favorites. It's like if you're just coming in now, make sure to go back to the beginning and watch from the start.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. I'm forgetting a lot of these. You know, also, you know, if you leave early, make sure you go back and watch to the end. Like, dude, you got a lot of instructions, don't you?
And he puts it in repeatedly during the premiere.
Oh yeah, he spams you. He spams you to death in his own premiere.
Pins it at the top of the comments. If you just arrived, go back and watch from the beginning.
Yeah. Like, doesn't the person want to be in the moment with everybody else, not watching a completely different part? You know. I'm
messing. I think Crow's incredible. He's funny. Careful, Kaylee. Come on, he's right here. He's funny, sweet, kind, and won't try to make me eat healthily because
there you go.
Diets. Hot dog and
I was pushing the health kick early on this year, though. I was trying to get everybody to eat healthier, and you know, too much eating healthy.
Did for a while.
Yeah, I'm back on it. I've done 2 days now. Everything pretty good. I was just feeling like I totally felt the fucking wagon. I could feel it. It was I did not like the way I felt.
Ron made me fall off the wagon with that bacon covered turkey.
Oh man,
Phil's been blaming Ron for months. That was months ago.
I know.
Let it go.
Dude, he made me fall off that wagon hard. I was on a diet for like a whole week, like 2 weeks, and I dropped like 10, 15 pounds solid. And all of a sudden, it's like, made me so hungry, I was like, I'm ordering a goddamn pizza. And it was downhill from there.
Pinky says, is there a guess the actor by their butt? Haley says, identify the sporting icon by their bulge.
What?
Oh, no.
Oh, I get it. Identify by the bulge. Okay.
I mean,
That's funny.
Gifted patrons, super chats, or PayPal. If you want the honest answer to that, Jethro, YouTube does take a chunk. I'm really bad at pushing things like PayPal. I do have at the top of my chat a buy me a coffee link, which is it's kind of like Ko-fi, which takes less money, or Patreon. I do have a Patreon as well. So, I mean, me and Crow are the same. I find it very difficult to say, hey guys, but I've only just started pinning my bloody buy me a coffee at the top. But what gets you the direct? Probably PayPal, Patreon, but Patreon's obviously just a subscription. It's a set amount, but in terms of money, PayPal and buy me a coffee, because they don't take anywhere near what YouTube takes. Was it 30% or something?
Yeah.
But that being said, I've always had a thing. I don't know if Crow agrees with me here, but I've always had a thing that gifted memberships. I love gifted memberships because
Hell yeah, yeah.
It gives if they're going to people who aren't normally. Crow had a load come in this morning because he had a load of gifted memberships, and so his numbers went up because people were coming in to say thank you. And I think if somebody's gifted a membership for a month, even if they don't renew it, you're keeping somebody for a month and think, well, I've got a gifted membership, I may as well watch this channel. You kind of got a month to get people to think, yeah, I'm going to stay subbed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, true.
So
That's
I
true.
know when I put money into a channel, I tend to do gifted memberships for that reason. I've always done that. So you don't like doing it, but yeah, I know. And it's like if somebody sort of donates, you sort of, you know.
Yeah, I don't like asking. I'm not good at that stuff, man. Like, if someone wants to donate, they can. That's awesome. I just don't like asking or pushing anybody for it. I mean, I try to, like, every once in a while mention about the clothing and stuff like that. But then if I haven't been, very active, I feel bad for doing that too. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not really good at selling.
I mean, it's like people are talking about we're talking about merch in there, and I'm not comfortable pushing my merch at the minute because I really need to put some new merch on. When I put some new merch in, I'll say, hey guys, I've got new stuff, go and have a look. But other than that, gifted memberships sometimes let me know the live is happening. I'm always appreciative. Yeah, that's a good point actually. 30%.
It's something that they can use.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, just reading Mark's comment. 30% if you're over the 1K sub and 4K watch hour threshold, or 40% if you qualify for the lower threshold monetization. Yeah. Yeah, PayPal has a low fee, and PayPal actually buy me a coffee as well. But PayPal has a really good exchange rate. So if it's say coming through in dollars, especially at the minute, I'm kind of benefiting from that, to be honest. I've been gifted with that. That's happening more and more, and in some ways it's good, and in other ways, because it sometimes brings new people in, like it did with Crow this morning. But it's sometimes they used to prioritize the chat first, and I think they should prioritize the chat first. What's one food you could not eat if you were starving? So liver.
Ooh, white hominy.
What's hominy? Is that corn?
Yeah, it's like it looks like albino corn.
Yeah, I like
So
that.
gross.
I like that. Ooh.
Ew, no. my mom used to get that stuff out of the can, like boil it, then make me try to eat that. Like, no.
Well, that's what it's from. Okay.
No.
For me, it's like that. What's that shit called? The zucchini. Ugh.
Like I'd gag just like the aroma near my face. I'm like, nope, can't do it.
Yeah.
That was like literally like the only food that I have eaten. I can't do it.
Zucchini, I think we call those. I think that's what we call courgettes. You call courgettes. They're amazing roasted. Only roasted, because otherwise they're not very nice. But roasted, they're awesome. Have you got merch on Redbubble? Caroline, when I've done the next round of merch, because I really do need to pep up my merch stock that's looking old now. I am going to set up the Redbubble properly, and I'm going to set up probably go threadless. Is it threadless, Phil?
Yeah.
So that both Oz and Australia can be catered for without having. I mean, I love. Actually, the site I'm on does have an American version, but I don't know if you can link to both. But so this is so that to try and cut out shipping for people. Redbubble is an Australian company, so you should have no problem with Redbubble.
Is it? Oh, wow.
I think it's based in Sydney. I think it started in Sydney. But they do have American distributors and European distributors, so it's pretty much everywhere with Redbubble. Thank you, Mike. Crow, your pic looks like you're either praying or cooking up evil.
But
Guess which one that will be.
It was a picture that I took from. It was an AI praying picture. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Praying for food. Oh, is it Melbourne? I thought it was Sydney. Yeah, it's definitely Australia though. Because I've actually been on Redbubble for a while, several years. Because I've got an old site on there, but I want to do one specifically for the channel.
Yeah, Teespring is really fucking me, man. They haven't paid me, and they haven't sent merch out to people like months. So they're fixing to go out of business. I think.
It does sound like it.
So I gotta jump. I gotta end that place.
The one I use does have an American you can be either Europe or US. I've never had any complaints from them about them. Fun fact: strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, etc. are not actually berries. Tomatoes, bananas, cucumbers, however, are berries. Where did that come from? Crow doesn't do cucumbers.
No, not a fan.
I like them like in a salad or something, but
I like them. I like cucumber.
Ugh.
Salad.
anything phallic shaped and green.
Spring has screwed over a lot of people. Blackberries. What did you say?
No, I like all beans. Most beans. I like carrots and.
He's struggling now. He said carrots.
And
There's something else I like.
What about celery?
No, that's like fucking wet hair to me.
Oh yeah, hey, when it gets kind of stringy.
Yes, I mean I don't know, man. I do like this weird. I eat spinach. I eat what's the other shit? Collard greens. I eat those.
You like broccoli?
Dude,
Don't get him
I thought I
started
did.
on broccoli.
I thought I did, but I really don't. When I eat broccoli, I have to kind of like grin and bear it.
Oh yeah.
Just try to swallow it and get it down.
Texture issue.
It just tastes gross. Like I like cauliflower better than broccoli, but I'm not really a fan of either. I'll eat it, but not a fan.
You try putting cheese on it.
Oh yeah, if it's got cheese over, it's a lot different, isn't it?
Mm.
But it's that broccoli. I'm just not a fat broccoli taste. I'm just not a fan of.
I always go like the little chopped up broccoli and then like cook that up with the Velveeta.
Yeah, so this not healthy anymore, though, is it? It's covered in
Not
cheese.
really. Just depends on how much cheese you put on it.
That's why I like the blender option, man. You blend it all up, put it in a shake, get it over with.
That's what I do now. On your recommendation. Smoothie in the morning. I can have what I want for the rest of the day. Awesome.
Get healthy with Crow.
There you go. Now I got to get you a fitness channel. Yeah, Matt on.
There you go.
Give you dieting tips.
Oh,
No, what else do you do? Got rid of
What you got to do is you got to run 20 miles in the desert, carrying 80 pounds on your back. And all you have is water.
barbecue. Yeah, roasted veggies are awesome.
Oh, Jethro, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. So, Mile has two. Okay, they actually got rid of Teespring. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Pig's feet. I don't think I've ever had pig's feet. It looks absolutely disgusting, doesn't it?
No. Not
Oh.
really. As much as I like bacon and pork and all the other good things that come from a pig, no. Keep the feet. Oh, damn it. Now I want pulled pork again.
Actually got some in there. But guys, I need to run. I need to finish this stupid fucking video, man.
Yeah, you need to finish the stupid fucking video. You've been saying that for 2 weeks.
What it means is
Yep.
he's gonna go make a sandwich.
I'm gonna get that pulled pork.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish anyway. Gone longer than normal. Segdick's Teesprings too. Yeah.
Yeah, they owe Seg some money, man.
Yeah.
Yep. They were refusing to pay us pretty much. They know they're going
Damn.
under.
Yeah.
See, Jamie fucking 6 months ago on a t-shirt.
They could have said, "Hey, it was like, we're going out of business. We can't pay you," but at least give them that.
Can I say real quick before I go? I never usually like plug anything. I'm not trying to plug anything, but the video I'm working on for Ghost Adventures, there's a part in there where he's not there at the location, right? He's at a separate location with monitors and everything. He's got like a conference thing. I would call it like intercom system. And so a couple of times he does a prayer one time, then he does a prayer in Latin over the intercom system in the house. So what I did is I muted him and I made my own prayers. So I made my own prayer, like Zach Megan's wannabe prayer. Then for the Latin one, I just acted like I was speaking bad Latin, just saying random noises. But I put an intercom effect on it and reverb. It just sounds like somebody's on the intercom. Oh my god! I hope you guys think it's funny, man. I was laughing my fucking ass off. There's a lot of different parts. There's so many different parts. It's actually an hour long. So.
Well, you'll be premiering it, won't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
If I can get past the copyrights, we'll see. I'll see tonight if I can. We'll see. I'm still working that.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for the gifteds. Mike O for the super chats. Jethro for the 9 months and the gifted. Mark for the 5 gifteds. John for 8 months membership. And Phil's a YouTube baby at 9 months.
Oh, yeah. The boner free.
So, good night. And thank you, Crow. And thank you, Phil.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Toodles.
Toodles.
Don't need coffee.
I need coffee. I need coffee.
You don't need coffee.
I need coffee.